Hello.
Fucking love tacos. That's it. That's it. Oh gosh.
I
So
made
full.
some. I made some delicious. God, what are those called? Quesadillas. The secret I found is to not use too much cheese. That's a big mistake.
Did you use flour tortillas or corn?
Oh, always flour.
Like a fucking amateur hour over here, still using flour like everyone else. Ha.
I don't like that. I don't like corn tortillas.
But no, I had some consomme. For those who don't know what consomme is, it's spicy Mexican lamb soup. It
Did you say
is-
Hawaiian?
No, Mexican. Spicy Mexican lamb soup.
Lamb. Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. And then I had some tacos, and now I'm so full. I'm not going to eat for the rest of the week. It's wonderful. Oh. Okay. Launch campaign. So is everyone on?
We're waiting on Jason.
Waiting on...
You might as well
Mr.
answer my question while we're waiting.
What's the question?
I don't have to eat, but let's say that if I do eat, or can I eat?
You can eat, yeah.
I do.
Just
If I,
not
let's say I
required to
do, then do I poop?
That is a good question, because you're not required to... But it's got to exit your body some way, so...
Totally your call.
It is... You know what? It'll be like... The second you eat, the second you have to use the restroom, just comes straight through you. You're basically a geese, you know?
Oh my
No
gosh.
control of your bowel movements.
Alright, well I guess I just won't be eating.
You have no sphincter.
Or maybe, wait, I don't know. Do I even value the taste of food? If I did, maybe I could just chew it and spit it.
You just regurgitate it to the birds in the forest around you.
Yeah.
One with nature.
I probably haven't thought about it. Probably don't even think about eating.
I don't know, because it's... What is it? Paladins aren't required that you eat. Neither are, druids. So I don't know. It's weird. Now I gotta read through all these fucking Skype comments and chat. Let's read through all this Skype chat that I missed while I was away. Flowers came on.
Yeah, Jason is concerned about my inclination to not speak.
Oh no, you're gonna speak.
I would know common? Is that realistic?
Yeah. Common would be... I don't know. Maybe you learned it real fast with your intelligence.
Alright, I learned it very, very quickly. That's believable.
It's so that it's genetically ingrained in all beings.
Yeah, that's why it's called common. It's just a common thing.
I think my people may have been around for maybe even longer than common has been around.
True.
How old is your character?
I don't know. I don't know. Should I just spoil some of my character's backstory? Is that okay?
No. Well,
I don't care.
I mean, it's your life, of course.
It's your character.
I'd probably have the easiest. Or talking to the ranger would probably be the easiest for me.
Yeah. You just treat it like an animal. Just, smack you on the ass when you do
Maybe
bad.
that's how I learned common. Maybe I found Flames' character. Does he know?
Maybe.
He knows common, right? How does he? He's a wild man. How does he know common?
Because at one point, he wasn't raised by wolves.
Okay.
Were you raised by wolves, Flames?
I overheard hunting parties. I was so proficient that I avoided the detection of these hunting parties and learned a language through observation.
This is like a monkey just copying their actions. Okay.
Pretty much.
Like maybe he got hungry someday and headed into town, saw all those fruits in the fruit stands. Was
I
like,
don't
I've
get
got to learn
hungry,
this
I'm afraid.
language.
Maybe if it was exotic enough, right?
Yeah.
You know, I think I probably would have told you a little bit about my backstory then. Well, as it turns out, I really don't know how old I am because most of my civilization is in slumber.
Oh, snap. Let's try to summon flowers one more time. Yeah, sorry about the delay. I was like super hungry. Super hungry. Because I didn't eat anything yesterday, so. Oh. Did I link you to the Roll20 thing before?
Oh, yeah, I meant to ask you about that.
I put it in chat. I should have at the top of the chat. Like, if you go back 30 days and just scroll all the way up, it should be like... Never mind, it's not there.
Yeah,
I might
I've got
have-
a pretty good memory. I don't remember it being there.
I think it's in the other chat is what it was. Maybe.
Well, you could just relink it, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but that requires me to find the link once more.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, what has
And
gone
this,
into that?
my
What,
friend-
don't you have an account, correct? That should lead you straight to it.
Yes, but you see, it's a very tough thing here. Supposedly, oh, there it is. Another flank. Okay. Hover your mouse over pointer to show. There we go. Does that take you somewhere?
Certainly it does.
Let me open up my little notepad doohickey. I was going through the manual earlier, or the book rather, and I found some really interesting things, but I forgot to bookmark them. So I gotta find them again.
We're all like various hues of orange, brown.
Oh?
Our little squares on Roll20 are all like, just look at it. They're all like orange, brown to you guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a color palette.
Nope, I changed mine to blue, because fuck y'all.
Mine is quite pronounced. I am fond of it.
Nope. It's gotta be sky blue. Chat works. My little draw freehand thing works. There we go. Oh.
Man, what happened to Jason?
I don't know.
Didn't he like gain a suit in his avatar?
Oh?
Maybe it did.
Yeah, what now? It is what? What?
In his Skype avatar, he just like has a suit now. Right? Or was that always there?
The one with
You
the
mean-
suit? I think he changed his picture, yeah.
Him in the vest? That's been there for quite some...
No,
like,
now he's in a suit and tie.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. I would say like 3 or more days is what I've
Yeah,
seen.
it's new to
More
the
than
week.
that.
It wasn't there last week. That's the point. Hmm.
He's joined the FBI and just doesn't have time.
It's just so busy cracking down on illegal downloads and...
My bad, guys. I'm looking at the screen.
Oh, there he is! Because he doesn't like his other screen.
I was looking up XP and how it works.
Every time you fail a roll, you get a point.
It was
You
more
mark
along
the
the lines of leveling up. 7+ your level.
Yeah. It goes 8, 9, 10?
Whichever, it just keeps growing.
It just grows by 1 XP each time, doesn't it? But that's the easier way to set up. There was something that was gonna chase y'all. I can't remember what it was.
It was in your state. It's like you rolled for it, didn't you?
There we go, found it.
Like ogres and
Control F, best thing ever.
I use that one so much.
Holy shit. Okay. So the default bandit, guess how much HP it has?
2.
3. That's okay though. You're being chased by 20. Okay. So y'all have all made your characters and whatnot.
Yep.
Did you make character
Yeah, do you need to
sheets?
write down our characters?
Yeah, that'd
Like
be
our
helpful.
stats?
Yeah, sure.
I linked you my sheet.
I requested access to it. I don't know if it... You have to grant me access to your sheet, though.
What? Really?
Yeah. I requested access to it. You need permission. Your request for access has been sent.
Okay.
If the owner of the item approves, yada yada. Much imagine I check my email.
Yeah, I think I've settled on those stats from earlier.
That's basically all
Okay.
the information you need from me. I sent it to you.
Let me reply to one email. I bought a bunch of magazines from this guy, and he just sent me a thing, so I gotta say thank you. Actually, no, I'm not gonna reply to him. Okay, so Ivor... That's really your name, Ivor?
Wait, what?
Your name is Ivor?
His real name
Yeah,
is
what?
Ivor. Yeah.
Yeah, Ivor. What a name.
It's strange.
I
In
like
fact,
it.
I think it means ranger in Welsh.
Weh, 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 weh.
Hew, hew, hew.
I think Jason means healer, maybe, in something. But
Zanzil. No, wait, Zanwil? Really?
Zanril.
Could have made it Zanzil. Let's see.
That's
Sharp
my
Eye.
default wizard name.
Zanzil.
Jason, guess what? I know common.
Thank God.
He learned it very quickly.
Zanzil.
Wanna know how he learned it though? Flames quite literally beat it into her or him.
Yeah, I learned from the ranger.
Every time he messes up a word, he gets punched.
Oh, Michael.
What's up?
Part of my backstory is that when I emerged from the place where I came from, there was like a duke who was hunting, and he saw me, and he thought that I was beautiful, and then he tried to court me, and I killed him. I murdered him.
Why would you murder? God
Man.
damn it! Why would you murder some guy? Why would you just murder some random guy? Okay,
Is there a bounty on your head then?
maybe we'll see.
Who knows
Ro-
about it? It was
ro-
maybe
ro-
it was probably him and his dogs, right? I don't know.
Or just some of his dogs that are gonna find a random dude's body, but it's okay. It's okay. So, got everyone's character stats, maybe.
Wait a second, are you just like an inverse Tony Chopper?
Hmm?
That's what I'm imagining, yeah, Druid.
Who is that? I don't even know.
Favor,
What did you just say to me?
There's no one watches One Piece.
I should watch that. I've never seen that. I've only
I
heard of
don't
it.
watch a bunch of One Piece. I've seen a little bit.
Oh, you already put your stats in there, didn't you? No, we'll just give you apples, hello.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna settle on those stats.
What spells did you... I want to say you have to choose spells, or do you start with all of them?
Oh my
I
god,
chose
I didn't
my
even know
spells.
I had spells.
No, he's got shape-shifting. He has no spells.
Doesn't he start with like a root or something? I don't know.
He might have like a cleric spell, but I don't think he has shape-shifting. I think is his main thing.
Oh, he's definitely got a spell. Dungeon or character sheets.
What are we supposed to call you if you're nameless?
The bitch. I don't. That's a terrible idea.
Pretty sure he just has.
Calm Theo.
He's got shapeshifter. That's his thing.
Born of shapeshifter.
And he can talk to animal spirits, I guess.
Spirit tongue, studied essence. Could have sworn there was like a healing or some bullshit, but no. Common animal moves. Let's see, advanced moves. Okay, so you gain level. You get your moves when you gain.
Yeah.
So until then, you have no moves.
But you have your common move.
Okay. That works for me. So we got. Gonna bring up his little character sheet because he gave me this amazing spreadsheet where his use slackers just gave me this little slacky McSlack stuff.
I just made a notepad and I was like, do.
Zanril.
There's
Do you-
R. There's not two Z's.
It's Zanzil.
Zanzo.
Zanril.
Zanril. Zanril.
Zanzil.
So, do you nature by any chance? Is that a bond I can use?
Why, what?
Gosh, I haven't even thought about bonds.
Okay.
No. Well, let's see.
Let's introduce
What's
your
your guys'
characters
character
then.
names?
My character?
Yes.
She doesn't have a name, but I guess she could just she
He can call you
she might
Earl.
take on names every once in a while.
What are you doing?
Do you want us to decide what we call you then? Like, otherwise you can choose a name.
You will each call
Otherwise,
her
I'll
a
call you
different name.
Earl.
You might as well just call me Jezebel.
Just
Jezebel.
no, no, please no. A better name than that.
Jesus.
Really?
Yes. It's so no.
You don't like that song by Poe? Alright.
No, just like simple names though.
Alright, my
Make
name
it
will
like-
be Mooj.
Is that with a DGE or is it?
Mooj.
Oh.
Let me just make sure that isn't some crazy shit first.
MMOJ might be something like extremely
From the
racist.
looks of it, it kind of is. Apparently it's some character.
UrbanDictionary.com. Mooj,
Oh,
a
it's that
foul
character
mouthed
from
forward-packing standing man
The
who works
40-year-old
at
virgin.
Spartak.
The one from the store who's like... Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know. Is that... Are you guys okay with that name?
Okay, yeah, it's
Works
fine.
for me.
It's quite druidic. You know?
Alright.
And your character's name is, what, Flame?
That's a picture of his
Halleck?
character.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
I was like, that's the most huntery of these. We'll
Halleck?
use that.
Halleck. Oh.
Halleck is keeping a deep secret from me. That's all I know. You can.
Alright, and you, Jason, what is your name, buddy?
Zanril, man. It's on the
Zanril?
roll 20.
I gotta edit his little sheet that he sent me. He spelled Zanril wrong.
And that's no
Nice
Zanril.
going, Ivor.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Getting over a cold right now, so my voice sounds a little weird.
Sound perfectly the same as you do every week.
Yeah, my voice always sounds weird. I gotcha.
So this week's Dungeon World is brought to you by IKEA because I bought a new desk or table system from them recently and found out that it took 5 legs and not 4. So thank you, IKEA.
Swedish people
5 legs on a table.
screw together furniture.
There's actually, it's really, cost me $110 altogether. And it's pretty not sturdy, but it's better than what I expected.
Yeah, I suppose I'll end up transforming into more things than deer.
I mean, if you want to be useful.
I'm at a time in my life where I acknowledge the presence of other beings. I understand them and can become them.
So you're not like a 3-year-old and you realize that the world is bigger than yourself.
That's just, personally, that's the kind of way I like to roleplay, but whatever.
Wait.
I'll transform
wait,
into anything.
You're a slut.
You just realize that animals are very OP at times. Don't you?
Yeah. You realize that the human form is kind of weak, and deer just run.
You turn into a stag. Harry Potter summons you away.
He just nopes the fuck out. See how fast I run, guys?
Halek tries to kill you for deer meat. Yum yum.
Let's see, cleric.
Okay. Who wants to introduce their character first? We'll start this.
I'll do it.
Go ahead then. Yeah.
I'm Mooj. That's just the name that I've taken on. I could take on any name. I don't care.
No.
I am a female druid with antlers, green eyes, red hair, and lips, and I'm an elf.
You have lips?
Yeah.
What a freak. Who the fuck is lips?
Unnaturally red lips. It's almost as if they were...
Didn't you know this was a lipless world that we have making?
Alright. Merge. Alec.
Now we go on to what?
Alright, well that was it. That was my description.
No body type?
Introduction.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Curvy. Kind
Curvy.
of tall.
Kind of tall. You're either tall or you're not. There's no kind.
Are you tall for a girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
I
have
want to hear about...
hooves as feet.
You don't have hooves.
Do
I
not
thought you
have
tried-
hooves. But I do have antlers.
So you're not a horse wheat.
Oh, I could probably describe my dress. That's like a it's autumn colors. It's all like, yeah. Nope, that's
Okay.
it.
I want to hear about this wild body we got coming up.
Yeah, come on, Alec.
So, Halek. I'm just going to alternate between the two pronunciations. I'm human, not elf, because that would just be terrible. Yeah, I have wild eyes. I guess, like, holding a gaze with me is just quite disturbing after the moments pass by. I have a hooded head, so it's... I guess the previous statement is not true most of the time, as you won't see my eyes. I'm camouflaged, so I imagine I'm just, like, smeared with mud all the time and stuff. I just have, like, branches everywhere and things. And yeah, naturally I have a wild body, which is just beaten upon by the elements daily as I'm exposed to nature. God, nature. And have become the wild beast that you behold today. I have a wolven companion. I have a giant wolf with me, essentially.
It's the size of a brown bear, we decided, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm wielding a bow and a short sword, have leather armor, 6 arrows. I have rations, but all I ever do with my rations is offer them around because I live off the land, basically.
Oh yeah. I guess since I have items, I guess I carry them around in like one of those hobo sacks, just like a stick connected to like a blanket.
Made out of leaves.
I don't know.
Should I go over the bonds, which I have?
We'll do it at the very end.
Okay.
One more character.
Alright.
Gotta meet
We have-
the wizard.
Zanril the elf with sharp eyes, wild hair, and
Zanril.
strange... I can't change my name. And strange robes that cover a thin body. Let's see. You guys... I have a special bag of books that you guys don't get to look into. I keep them hidden away. I have a staff I carry around with me. As far as spells, you guys know I can conjure up light. I can have like an unseen servant follow me around and carry things. I can do minor illusions, very, very minor illusions. Detect magic, charm person, and magic missiles. That's about it.
How rare is magic in this universe? Would we be like in awe of his ability to illuminate things slightly?
I don't know.
Everything that's not
I am.
normal is considered magical. So like her antlers would be considered magical, even if
Yeah.
like let's say she was like a fraud and didn't actually have antlers, but she looked like a girl with antlers. We would assume it's magical if we couldn't prove otherwise.
It's common
Okay.
enough. Common enough.
Okay.
I do.
Cool.
I have some questions about my gear. I haven't
Yep.
looked into everything all that much. So when I shapeshift, do I retain things like armor?
Ooh. Yeah, you'll retain your armor probably.
All right, I should probably get some armor then.
They
How
also
many?
have adventuring gear.
Yeah, how many adventuring gear do you? What is? I just start with one.
I think it's 5 uses.
It's 5 uses,
Alright.
but you start with 1 of 5 use. Trying to remember the purpose of armor in this. The armor to mitigate damage.
I think it just gets subtracted from damage
Yeah,
rolls.
it's just straight subtracted from damage roll. I'm trying to find it for druid. Druid armor?
Oh, I totally want poultices
Yeah.
and herbs and halfling pipe. Wait, no, what is that? Is that
You retain
something
your armor,
to
by the way.
smoke? What?
Hmm?
What?
You will return you retain your armor stats, by the way. By the
Yeah,
looks of it.
that is something
Okay.
you smoke. It improves diplomatic relations with people.
The herb, yeah.
Yep. It's like,
I've
let's
got-
talk about a deal. Oh,
Ooh.
let's smoke some.
It's parlay.
Your load is
based.
6+ strength. I can carry so much shit. Holy
I think
fuck!
it's 6+ your modifier, or am I wrong?
No, it's 6 plus strength, yeah.
Really?
Well, your modifier of strength.
I was gonna say, well, nothing like weighs that much.
I want to say it should be your modifier, shouldn't
Because
I
all my
think
stuff
if it's
together
the
weighs like
modifier,
3.
I'm like way above bottom. But if it's the actual stat, I'm okay. So
it? Let's do the actual stat.
Wait, I should definitely have a spear instead of a staff. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
One more question.
What's up?
Do you know what a shillalog is?
I can Google it for you. I remember what it was.
I
One time,
could
it's like a
totally
walking
Google that
stick.
too. What am I,
It's a
an
walking
idiot?
stick, isn't it?
Is it like a sling on a staff or something, or no?
It's a walking stick. All right.
Yeah.
shillalog?
Yep. Or a club or cudgel.
Yeah.
Well, I picked out the most OP choices. That's what I'm gonna go with.
You'll need them. Okay. What am I being messaged? Uh-oh. Where's this coming from? Spear, close throw near, adventuring gear, times 5. Oh. not 5 times. Okay, 5 uses.
Apparently, I have become quite well equipped.
Hide armor, wooden shield, poultices and herbs. Okay. And pipe leaf. Works with me.
Does that this should I guess you buy pipe leaf from halflings. That's just the way things are.
Only from halflings, so the only ones that will have it. Yeah. Anyways. Time to do bonds, I suppose.
Oh gosh, I've just been avoiding that the whole time.
We'll let Halek go first, since he actually did all his bonds already in a spreadsheet, which is super useful.
They fell into place nicely, I think.
I know.
So I have guided Mooj before, and you owe me for it. Mooj is a friend of nature, hoping. So I will be their friend as well, if that's true. Zanril has no respect for nature, so I have no respect for them. Sorry, Zanril. Zanril does not understand life in the wild, so I will teach them. I don't respect you, but I'm still trying to teach you. Surely there's some level of respect. Okay, I'm trying to find respect for you.
That's what you're trying to do. You have no respect currently, but you're building your way onto it.
The bonds that are on the druid page seem pretty darn good. I might as well go with them.
Okay, what are they?
Like I could say, Zanril, or the spirit spoke to me of a great danger that follows Zanril. And I have shown Halleck a secret right of the land.
A what?
Secret right.
A ritual, basically.
Okay.
I don't know how you're supposed to resolve either of those, though.
I have no idea. Maybe it'll be useful for him eventually.
You'll just be like, but I showed you that light of the land, man, so... I mean,
You'll come up to a door, and it'll be a door that you can only open if you put a leaf to it or something. Surely everyone knows about the secret druid doors throughout here. Surely everyone. So what is Zanril's?
Bonds are... One of them...
Is really into deep bondage with Halleck. No.
Hey, how did you come up with the name Zanril, by the way?
This is my default, like, wizard name.
Has nothing to do with
Okay, alright.
Zanzil, if you know
You get points for that.
Zanzil.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, someone's been watching that MeGP.
No, like, I've seriously had this wizard name for, like, 5 years.
Cool.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Let's see.
Wizards have a Z in them, therefore a lot of names get used as Z's.
I want to write down the bonds that people have for me, too. We should type these all in chat.
Mooj will have an important role in events to come. I have foreseen it.
That's Halleck's bonds.
Okay. Let's see. Halleck is keeping an important secret from me. And let's make it so Halleck is also woefully misinformed about the world. I will teach them all that I can.
Works with me.
okay. You're gonna try to culture the wild, man.
This is why we have some, like, back and forth. You're like, you don't respect nature. I'm like, you're a savage.
Oh my gosh,
I have
Halleck,
so many secrets from people.
your bond is quite conspicuous.
Which one?
I've guided Mooch
Well-
before, and they owe me for it.
Yep.
What does he owe you? We'll never know.
I
Let's see.
have something. Right, I have something following me. Very danger.
So what were your bonds of Halleck again, in general? It
Halleck is
was...
keeping an important secret from me, and he is woefully misinformed about the world. I will try to teach him all that I can.
Okay, thank you.
And then Mooj will play an important role in the events to come. I have foreseen it.
Mooj will be important. I foresaw it. I've seen it.
I have no respect for nature. Alright, I can do that.
You just go up to flowering flowers and you just piss on them. I will kill this rose bush one way or another.
No, it wouldn't be. It's not malicious. It's just I don't take notice of such things.
Wait, which one did you choose for me, Halleck? The first or second one?
Both of them.
Both.
Do I have to have two for everybody?
No, you just choose. You can have 0 for everyone if you wanted to. It's up to you.
I guess I'll just stick with one for now.
And what is that one?
The one for both of them is.
So
I
that
typed it
shows-
in chat.
So
yeah.
Secret, Right, and Zanril. Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Could you type yours, Jason, please? I've got the one down. I imagine you have a second.
Yeah. I will guide these people to the world. Yeah.
I get XP every time I do that.
Then these two are for Halic.
Need something to listen to. Let's see.
You had fucking 3 of them?
Hey, it works out. 4, 3, 2. Perfect. And then my 1, guiding you through this world.
You feel a little self-conscious about the number of bonds you have, or what?
Like, I want 4 bonds.
This is bullshit.
I'm booty. Okay. We already covered the cover story, right? So one day, a ranger and his pet had been hunting what they assumed was a stag.
Oh, are we doing like a Batman voice the entire time? Where is she?
That's the
GM
story.
style.
But finds at the end of his hunt this horned lady. The ranger and the horned lady arrive in a town. She is lost and confused. I don't feel like reading this. Y'all can read it. It's already been typed before. Right?
Still good to recap?
Okay. I'll go ahead and read it.
I can read it if you...
If you want to. You're reading it. Go ahead and read it if you want to.
Excellent.
Anyways, Horn's lady arrives in town, lost and confused, but quite interested in everything around her. Wizard sees a Horn's lady enter the town. It's like, entered his town. It's his town. And she approaches the end. This spurs him to immediately begin investigating her. These horns, this person possessed, must be some type of magical artifact, surely. For a lady would never be horned.
That kind
I
of sounds like
imagine
a
him, like,
bond.
I can't kind of imagine him trying to kick her out for being, like, improper. Like, what are these horns? This isn't proper.
No. He's cute,
No.
says to him.
Yeah, anything I told you, anything that is not natural is considered magical. So
He's really curious.
I probably attempted to remove her horns, like they were fake. Once that didn't work, I was like,
I would
Alright.
not simply allow that to happen.
Oh, I
like-
bet
like-
you did. He charmed you.
all right, no, I unseen servanted your horns. Like, tried to have it like walk up and grab, move it, and your head like jerk sideways for a second.
That would be very confusing from my perspective.
But you wouldn't know it's me.
Each character has to go focusing around the lady. Horn lady spurs them to meander, because he chose the word meander, which meander is a very slow walk. So they're meandering their way up to Blackstone Tower. Huh?
No hurry, really.
There,
What?
Mosey, like southern.
Mosey? Yeah, meander. Mosey. Y'all are moseying your way up to Blackstone Tower. This is a month-long journey to the area that is rarely visited. The party sends the rangers to scout ahead, and that's where we are.
I just wanted to bring... It was like my goal, right? To bring us there.
Yeah, to
I don't know why.
You just thought it was a good idea.
I've clearly
That's where
seen
you
it in the
lured
past.
your victims.
Well,
I thought.
I've guided you before, so you owe me, like, guiding me somewhere.
Yeah, I
Clearly.
imagine I'm just keenly interested on going there. Like, I've seen it before. I'm like, I just really want to go back there.
I saw it from afar, but I just really had to touch the brick, you know? Become one with this tower, yeah. But no, okay. So, the Ranger's scouting him. This is what you see, Flames. You see a horde of bandits approaching you, running towards you, very fierce looking. There's 10 of them. What do?
Well, I, of course, try to calm my companion. Like, I step in front of him, as no doubt he's, like, snarling and drooling at the aggressive-looking opposition that have
Surely
presented themselves.
you run away to warn your party members, though. Surely.
Naturally, I do, but after ensuring that the wolf does not run at them or something crazy.
Yeah.
And I head back towards town. I guess it's only 10 minutes out, so I can.
Oh no!
Run. Right?
Oh wait, this is day 12 or 30, so you are actually in
Oh.
the woods.
Oh God.
Yes, you've been traveling for 12 days.
Well, yes, I return after my scouting trip. Not only failed I did not go undetected. Let's say.
Oh, you didn't.
So I'm bringing a party with me.
Yes. Actually there'll be less than 10. There's 5 bandits.
Okay.
So suddenly you get back to your party. What do?
Well, I say, look, I went to scout ahead, and my efforts were destroyed by the presence of bandits who seemingly have a bloodlust and began chasing me and my companion. So I returned to you to ensure that we have the numbers to deal with them.
As you say this, they crest the hill at the line drawn. Let's see, what's a good color for a line? The blue line drawn with the squigglies.
So I just point.
How do I assign a number to you?
I have a immediately unrelated question
What's up?
about your weapon, right? How does that work? It doesn't say like anything, but I looked it up and it's like it says like your signature weapon, and then you want to do I choose 2 enhancements to it?
Hmm?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You lost me, dude. What are you talking about? Is this a
Is it on
spell?
the
Yeah,
page?
I have a spear, right? What does that mean? It
You have
didn't
a
give me a
spear.
stats or anything.
You should have your damage dice on your character sheet.
Yeah, it's just made your damage dice.
Most likely.
Like theoretically, I don't actually need a spear.
Well,
Mm.
that's like your base damage.
Like
Or,
one-handed would be less. Okay, spears deal. Reach thrown, 1 weight. Oh, you have a spear.
I was in the starting gear I could choose from.
Let me find something real quick. I want to say you just steal your damage dice. Like, it doesn't matter what item you're using, if that makes sense. Is that how I'm understanding this?
Okay. Well, I was just looking in the Dungeon World PDF, and I was
Basic
like,
moves.
it says signature weapon. This is your weapon. There are many like it, but this one is yours. And then it's like choose a basic description, and then choose a range, and then choose 2 enhancements. And the enhancements are like +1 damage, but +1 weight, or +2 piercing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you choose... That what you would choose.
Should I really?
No, I'm
And
saying...
your damage on your page is 56 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
So
what
like
I
if you
use.
use your claws or whatever, it'll be d6 unless you have something that modifies it.
Yeah. So like if you choose +2 piercing, it would be... You don't get +2 damage though, right? That's how I'm understanding. It's just to armor.
Yeah, whenever they have armor, you
So if
subtract
they have 1 armor, you do full damage basically.
Yeah, or 2 armor, full damage.
Yeah. 3 armor you would do just -1.
1, yeah.
But the piercing is not going to give you like the +1. Like if they only have 1 armor, you're not going to get like a +1 damage thing. Because you're already piercing through it, if that makes sense. Yeah. But it's up to you what you choose as your signature weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I wasn't really planning on choosing one.
No, this looks pretty OP.
But I guess if I could, I mean, serrated edge, that's clearly the best. It's just +1 damage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know what messy and forceful or precise or whatnot are.
I can tell you.
Normally the descriptors will give like the DM flavor text.
Yeah.
So if you're precise, you would like stab
Plus
through a
one
gap in
hit,
armor.
basically.
You stab through like a gap in armor as opposed to messy, where you like saw.
Just bludgeon them. Bludgeon them.
Yeah, or whatever. It's more descriptors for the GM.
Yeah. It's like when you hit someone, I'll say, you literally severed his limb off, and it went flying, and it was glorious. Instead of, oh, you precisely stabbed through his armor between his plates. Good on you.
I won't choose any unless everybody else is choosing something.
It's up to y'all.
What do you mean? Like I have the staff. I don't have anything special.
My weapons don't have any, like, I just have a short sword and a hunter's bow, and they have no, like, specific additional things, I don't think.
You definitely should choose them because they're better.
Alright,
No,
I'll
they're
take
fine.
+1
But-
damage.
Okay, so just remember that you have +1 damage. Just remember that. Not sure where you're saying this.
Well, my
but
character's
just-
totally prepared to fight. I'm ready to get into the freaking ring.
So the girl with the deep voice says, "Hey, what are those?" No. Anyways, you see 5 bandits up on your area there, or the blue little circles.
I was like, God damn it!
Huh?
Like you can't just
And what?
You have one job, all right? Him. You're supposed to be good at the nature, and I just like point my finger at him and I fire off magic missiles to the first guy.
To the first bandit, roll a thing.
In the front. Pow.
I can't tell what you rolled because
One
uses his noodle +2.
noodle.
I just want like
Oh yeah, double. Hold on. It'll do the roll. Hold on. Let's do it.
so, so you hit the fuck out of it. Do your damage.
Pow. 2d4. Okay, hit the wrong button. Don't hit the question mark, guys. Bad things happen. 2d4. Poof.
You kill the fuck out of him.
This is where that equipment thing comes into handy, I guess. Like, if I threw my spear, I'm assuming and then I transformed, I would not gain +1 damage on my attacks.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't throw my spear then.
The bandits are moving and they're closer all of a sudden. Now they're...
Wait, I want to transform into a bison.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, for it.
Alright, 2d6 plus wisdom, and that's 13, so I believe that's a +1, correct?
Yes, that's 13 is +1. I'm waiting for you to just like turn into like a half bison with a big head or something.
7. Ooh.
That'll work.
You turn into a bison, but... What's the but gonna be?
Let's see. What is the druid actually for turning things?
What is a bison even? Let's see.
7 to 9, you hold 2. Well,
Yeah, I've
on a
got 2
miss,
hold.
you get to tell him something.
Yeah.
So on this one, it actually just works.
Yeah, it just works.
What's his bison move, GM?
Your bison move will be... Let me find a buffalo, because I don't think there's a bison in the thing. Your bison move will be stampede.
Yeah, I totally want to stampede through them.
How much hold does it burn?
Burns 2 hold, but allows you to move through straight through a line of 4 people per se, all at once. So we can get this started quicker. Uses 1 hold, and you can hit people if they're in a line. Which there's 2 guys lined up right now.
So I can charge through 2 guys for 1 hold.
Yep, 2 guys for 1 hold.
I'll do that.
You just use your normal damage roll though.
So that's I guess I roll 2d6 plus strength to see if
Yep.
I hit.
Yep. Or spend a hold, and then you don't have to roll at all, from my understanding.
Yeah, you can spend hold.
Like spend 2 hold, that is?
No,
Only
you're,
1 to do the...
1 to stampede,
Yeah.
1 to auto hit. Well, I just want to do 1. I'm going to take my chance.
okay.
Boom.
You smack the fuck out of this guy. Roll damage.
Okay, d6 plus 1.
Gotta set my free hand again.
Ooh, nice
You kill the
roll.
shit out of that guy right there.
So, does
By
my
this point, the bandits approached Halek. Halek, what do you do?
I want to
closed up.
rush into the woodlands, and I want to know if my companion's ferocity affects my rolls when I use, does he attack with me when I use a cold shot?
Let's see. I would argue that he could, but that's up to... Let's see, cold shot. Cold shot when you attack defenses or surprise. Maybe range.
I don't think they're different.
No, they're not defenses, and they're not surprised. You can't do a call shot. They're not defenseless, but they are surprised, I suppose, at how badly they're getting fucked.
So what does my companion do? I'm sure I read somewhere that the ferocity modifies my attack rolls.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I want to
Ferocity.
like walk through the trees, like using my camouflage, disappearing into the foliage and like continuously moving through the woodlands. I'm like letting arrows sail across between the gaps in the trees back to the street whilst my wolf goes in and mangles people.
Roll it.
You add ferocity to your damage.
Your expression on roll 20 on the map has given me such a vivid idea of exactly this.
You hit the fuck out of one.
No, you get to the damage on the roll.
Oh.
So, well, it'd only be a 10. But then, hey, like, you get to add the +2 ferocity to your damage rolls, not your to hit rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
He still hit it, though.
Yeah, you still got a 10.
He still hit the fuck out of something. You kill the shit out of that one with X over it.
And
Or-
Dex doesn't modify damage.
There are 2 bandits left. They say to each other, this was a terrible idea. They turn, they start running.
A huge mistake.
They're just running away. What
They're
do
in
you
league
do?
with Bison! Wait,
Okay,
can we try?
I
I
want
want
to,
to run after them and kill them. I want to gore
I
them.
want to shoot at their legs at this point.
Shoot out their legs.
Yep.
Which one?
Called shot.
Called
This
shot.
This guy.
This guy here? Okay. Roll it.
Nope. Wrong roll.
I could just
But
run this way. I
that's-
could assign stuff to people.
It's a +2. It's an 8. Sorry.
That's... You can either do full damage to him, but not slow him down. Or just slow him down.
I slow the guy down.
There you go. So the guy with the circle around him is now just stunned there with an arrow and his calf not moving. Whereas this guy's still running away. What do you do?
I'm chasing him. That's what I'm doing.
Do you attack him?
Hell yeah to the yeah.
I'd assume that because you're a bison, you would get in range very quickly.
Roll 2d6 plus my strength to attack. Pretty sure that's a hit.
Yes, real damage. You kill the fuck out of that guy too. All the bandits are dead but one.
I
What do
command
you-
my companion to intimidate this guy on the ground, snarling over
Says,
him.
please, no, man, no. He's just begging us for his life, saying, anything but death, please. I'll give you anything.
I
I'll
move
suck your
back to the
dick.
road and I say, why are you chasing me? Immediately after seeing me trying to walk down a forest pathway. Whose territory is this? What's going on here?
He says, I'll never tell you, but I can't. What they'll do to me is worse. You just looked like an easy mark. And he's just,
Companions, should we dispose of this scum?
I'm just
That's
goring
harsh.
the other guy mercilessly. I'm
Jesus
not.
Christ.
so the bandit looks to his right and he sees, these guys are fucking brutal. I'm not getting out of this alive. So he lunges at Halek with his dirk.
Oh, Jesus. I immediately
This is my
tumble
fault.
back towards the woodland. I'm like, I'm safe in the trees.
Roll for a dodge. Dexterity plus your dex modifier.
Yes!
Oh gosh. You tumble away. The bandits, he can't really move, but he has his dagger out. He's like, you'll never take me alive.
Can
as
I
soon
look
as
up
I
with-
land, I train an arrow on him and unleash for his face.
Can we like see who hits him first?
Yeah.
I want to look up with like a
Both
smile
of you
on my
go,
bison
whoever.
face.
If he hits first, do I then shoot him with an arrow?
We'll let Zanril decide.
How does that?
I just what happens to them, or who hits first, or what?
Wait, surely it's
roll
on the roll.
a D2 Zanril, and if you roll a 2, the druid goes first but gets hit by an arrow. If you roll 1, they just have a roll off anyways.
Alright, well I'm gonna roll d6. I'm gonna do the same thing. 2, yay!
Okay, the druid goes first but gets hit by an arrow. Druid, roll your
Sorry.
Druid, roll.
Another solid 10.
So you kill the shit out of this guy.
Just explodes into a cloud of red as this
All
massive
those
blue
blue
lines.
lines. All the blood goes just everywhere.
You're just a red-covered bison.
All right, how much damage do I
So
take
you-
here?
You'll see this bison just covered in red.
Or do I have like a chance to defy danger? I think the Dungeon World rules are pretty notorious for not specifying between player interactions, right?
It is, but you're just gonna take the arrow like a champ.
So
I
I couldn't
would, I
roll to
will.
see if I can like pull my hand away at the last minute and send this one skywards or something.
Yeah,
but-
roll a D100. 50 or above you do. 50 or lower it hits for full damage. It goes skyward.
Oh,
I
I need to
lose an
figure out
arrow,
my
though.
HP.
You can retrieve your arrow. Maybe it went just into the branch right above you.
Nice.
Okay. So you killed all these bandits in this wood. You don't know why they were chasing you. You just know he feared what his boss would do. If he had a boss.
I would
You're
like
not
to try
quite so sure.
I like this. It's okay.
I untransform and I start looking through their belongings.
Okay, Zanril, discern realities.
I have to change all these little macros I made because I forgot. The
Applies his life skills.
Boom! Wisdom. I couldn't think of anything clever. Couldn't think of anything clever with wisdom.
I want to say you asked me one question on this one.
Yeah. I'd like to know who was really in control here. If that's okay.
Who is really in control
Maybe
here?
that's searching the bodies.
Okay, so what was your question?
Who's really in control here as far as, I'm looking for maybe a leader's name or something.
Who's really in control here? Apparently y'all are. You just beat the shit out of these guys. I mean,
Well, that seems to be a waste of a question then.
I can't answer that question for you. You search through the bodies, and you come across a symbol. It looks like a royal symbol. In fact, you're pretty sure. Oh gosh, Mooj is pretty sure she's seen this symbol before somewhere.
I gaze at it with fascination.
It says she's not quite sure where she saw it. But it looks very familiar. On the bodies, you also find one item. It's a very weird item. It's an ankh versus undead. It has a holy symbol and then a zombie running away from the holy symbol.
That's how we
So-
know.
Huh?
That's how we know there's a zombie there.
That's how you know it's against undead, because there's a zombie running away from the holy symbol.
Wait, what all did we find? Was that 2 different objects?
Yes, you found a mark of a duke, or of
Oh,
a
okay.
royal thing that you're not
Shit.
quite sure what it was. And then you find a holy symbol with a zombie running away from it. It's carved into it. Zanril, do you want to roll to see if this item is magic or not? Perhaps being a wizard, you can sometimes feel if things are magic or not. I don't know.
That's what I was looking at right now as far as my page goes. I think I can do something with like detect magic.
You can. I just can't remember what it was. I read it. And I keep up with 3 different things. It's terrible. Mage. No. Damn it. It's wizard. That's what I'm looking for. Wizard.
I can actually use detect magic, so I'll try to use that spell.
You use it. The item's not magical. It's just me trolling you. Obviously the item's not magical. I mean,
I tell Mike, oh,
this is...
I didn't know. I don't say anything. I just like look at it and I'm like, meh.
Is that
What
the
do you-
Ankh?
Do
Yes.
you guys want this?
Yeah, I take it from you.
It'll protect you against some bed.
I'm like, it's so pretty.
Zanril, you know the secret of this item.
Yeah, I definitely know it's not magical.
That's the secret. Only
So-
Zanril.
I'm
make
gonna
something.
like leave basically again in the direction which they came from and try to scout once more. And when I get to the place where I originally met these guys, I want to hunt and track to try to find their base of operations.
Let me... Okay. I want to say, do you have to roll for the hunt and track?
I believe so. It's wisdom.
Yeah,
That's the
roll
modifier.
for it. As I start deleting terrain and X's, I got too happy with the drawing, so now...
Meanwhile, I'm drilling moves about fast. I'm just like, alright, so when did you melt the horns? They always been that size. Are they grown? When did you
Okay.
first like
Yeah.
shape shift? I'm just
I was like, I've
You
had
stumble
these.
through the forest and you can't quite figure out where they came from. You have no idea, in fact. In fact, I would say that you're lost. It feels, you're not even sure if you're even heading the right place to begin with. This might have been 12 days wasted so far. You have no idea where you're at. What do you do?
Yeah, nice. Thankfully, I can still live as I can hunt and forage, but yeah, I have no
Did the
idea
party
what I
follow
do. I am.
Alec into the forest?
I was scouting ahead, I assume.
We'll assume you don't scout too far ahead.
I'm assuming
Yeah, maybe
we're on the trail, like following slowly behind. His job is to scout ahead and report back to us anything dangerous.
Well, I'm assuming you would recognize after I don't report in that I have gone missing.
Yeah, I assume we have like regular check-in times or something like that.
With what radios?
No, regular.
Radios. What radios?
I'm just going to search the surrounding woods then, I guess, and try to find anything.
Luckily, though, Alec, you can follow your own footsteps back. You marched the way you had gone because you're a smart hunter. You're not a complete idiot. You wouldn't just wander off into the woods without marking the way you went. So after
Well, I
a little
did,
while, you find your way back to your party.
Okay, I say, guys, I was lost, but not that lost.
The GM felt sorry for me, perhaps. Or maybe he just wanted to move the story around. I can't really tell. Eventually, do y'all follow the trail? Or?
Yeah, do I think that we're getting close? Because I might make a comment like, don't worry, we're really close.
I don't know. That's up to you, I think, or not.
If we're really close, sure.
You see in the distance, though, you see smoke. Smoke in the distance. I wonder why there's smoke in the distance. I don't see smoke.
I think I may have taken that mark of the Duke as well.
Okay. So in the distance, you see smoke. It'd be marked in gray on the map. Can't really tell what it is. You just know there's smoke coming up from that area. Do you head towards it?
I think I do some stealthy reconnaissance.
Stealthy reconnaissance this time. Oh, snap.
Yeah, I
Roll
see the
for it.
smoke and I get kind of excited. I'm like, look at that.
Row for the stealthy reconnaissance. Okay. That's a pretty good roll. You'll get your reconnaissance, but you won't get as much as you would have liked.
Okay. What do I see?
Eventually, you come up to this area, and you're seeing smoke. But your view is blocked as to what's on fire, because there's this giant wall in your way. Just this giant black wall in your way.
Attack on Titan. Is there any entranceway, or is it just a wall?
Oh, there's an entranceway. But you just... It's literally on the road.
So I return to the party and say there's some kind of presumably human settlement.
What does the party do?
Does that seem like the tower?
We're told it's a black tower. Like, does this ring any bells, anyone?
I was told it was a wall, not a tower.
No, it's just a wall
Okay, it's the wall.
with something on fire in it.
Am I familiar with that wall?
We'll say that you would be familiar with the wall, but you don't know why you're familiar with it.
Okay, so I haven't... Well, I mean, okay, sure.
If that makes sense.
I imagine I can get around it then?
It would depend on what y'all do.
Like, have I been around that wall?
You've seen the wall before. From afar, and you thought it was something else.
I've seen the tower too, though, right?
Maybe the tower's the wall. Who knows? Depends on what your definition of tower is. Anyways, so what does the party do? Does it go off towards the wall? The seemingly walled wall?
Yeah, I guess I would be like, hey, that might be it.
So it's agreed. Y'all go to the wall.
Yeah,
You
I
get to
Go.
the wall.
I'm more suspicious though.
You
Basically,
get...
I go invisible.
You'll see this giant wall in front of y'all. You're not quite sure what it is, but you also see a gate. The gate's kind of left open, but not too left open. You see smoke billowing out from the gate. It's actually coming out of the gate. Everything above the wall has smoke billowing out. You're not quite sure why. If you could see above the wall, you could tell where the smoke is coming from. Or if you went through the gate, perhaps you would see where it's coming from.
Well, I'm not pulling that thing open. I have only a 1 in strength.
I'm
Maybe
like,
I could though.
it seems kind of dangerous just to go in there. If anything, don't you imagine people would be running out of there?
Who knows?
We look around. It's all quiet, right? Other than the blazing fires inside.
Who said there was a fire? I just said smoke.
Okay.
I would suggest we wait for a while to see if anybody comes out.
Maybe discern reality. I don't know.
Can you perhaps take to the skies? Your transformations thus far have been very impressive.
Oh
and
my
survey
lord.
from a bird's eye
I
perspective.
totally can do that.
I put my finger to my nose.
Do I need to roll for it? Like, if I fail, is there like some period where I can't transform again or something?
Yeah.
Or you have like wings, but you can't fly.
If you fail, you turn into ostrich. If you succeed, you turn into a hawk. Or other ringed beast of flyingness.
Alright, but what happens after I turn into an ostrich, and then I untransform, and then I try to transform again?
Well, you just keep on rolling till you get it right.
Alright.
Maybe you have to camp outside for the night.
Oops, sorry. I think there might be some lag. I'm pretty sure I put that in. Oh, there we go.
You rode it. You turn into whatever flying bird.
I am going to go with...
Come on, flying
A falcon.
peacock. No. No one wants to be a peacock. You turn into a falcon. What do you do?
And then I fly up, and then I suppose I would try to discern realities. Or just get a general description of what I see.
Oh.
So, I would have to discern realities to know. Never mind.
You
Yep.
fly up as a falcon so gracefully, and you see this. Your eyes are kind of blurred out by the smoke, but you
I
can
knew it.
kind of make land. There's some land down there. There's no buildings though. There's land, and then there's every now and then there's these little cylinders that are kind of gray as well, and it seems like the smoke is coming out of these cylinders.
What about the wall? Does that just stretch in like one direction, or does it like start to turn into like a?
The wall actually becomes consumed by the land further on down.
Okay,
you
so
notice
it's
this-
just like it is a wall. It's not like an enclosement. It's not like
It's just a wall.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, I return back, and I'll totally tell them about that. I'll be like, if we go in there, we're not trapping ourselves, and then there's some mysterious gray things that are letting out all the smoke.
So basically you saw a field, right? And then you saw little gray things letting out smoke.
Yeah, but I couldn't really see the ground. There's so much smoke.
Would it not be more sensible to perhaps try to bypass this thing entirely? I could lead us off into the woods here and we can follow the wall. And, maybe you don't trust me since I got lost like 30 minutes ago.
Where's your sense of
Maybe-
adventure?
I tell you that the
Maybe
wall stretches.
Zanril
The
is
wall.
curious about this smoke.
Yeah.
This is quite odd.
Yeah, but
I'm just terrified
And the
of
wall
breathing this
stretches very
mysterious
far.
stuff.
Very, very far. The wall just is consumed by the land.
Oh,
Both me and the wolf are like apprehensive, cowering, but ready to fight nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm apprehensive as well. But considering I'm like the strongest person, I suppose
what did he
I could
roll?
go in there
6
first.
I
What do
just
you-
lost. I lost my invisibility spell for the day.
No invisibility. Okay.
That was my attempt to go invisible.
So you have this half, not quite fully opened, but opened just a little bit. This door, this giant gate in front of you,
I it's kind of like I
and there's smoke billowing out from it.
I'd like to discern realities when I get closer to the door, though.
Okay, roll it.
Be careful, Zanril.
What's your question? You get one question.
One question. It's like, what has... Scroll up. Discern realities. What should I be on the lookout for?
The definition of tower.
I feel like this might be the place that you once saw.
Depends on what a tower is. What does a tower do?
And people stay in a tower, a watchtower, I don't know.
They do what, though? They are many what? Floors to a tower?
Oh, could go down.
Who knows? Maybe that's... What you should be on the watch for is the definition of tower, though. Keep in mind, the stone that is on the walls is quite black.
Right, so I feel like this might be the place we're looking for. Companions. I'm not willing to call you friends yet.
Acquaintances, not even companions. Work acquaintances.
And I motion to the definitely more like the stronger, more hardy members of the party to follow me in as I go towards the door and open it.
You
I
open the door
sigh,
quite
approach
easily.
fearfully.
You notice that the smoke's actually coming from a vent that's above a staircase that's leading downwards. And on this staircase, there's a sign. You can't quite read what it says, but there's a B at the beginning of the sign, but the rest of it's so worn out from being hit with smoke constantly. You can only assume what it once said.
You guys are here. It says Black Tower. We found the place.
Can I examine one of these smoke-producing entities from a considerable distance in case it explodes?
Which the one that's at the above the staircase that you're now heading down?
I didn't realize I was heading down it. I'm
Or there's only
more curious as to what people are burning in this place to produce all of this smoke.
you'd have to head down to see that.
I would have to head inside. Oh, these are like chimneys. They're not like fires up here.
Yes, the chimneys.
Okay.
But the smoke doesn't smell like industrial, does it? It smells like, is it wood smoke we're smelling, or is it acrid in any way, or?
It's the weirdest thing. It doesn't have a smell.
That is interesting.
But it is leaving but it's weird. It's leaving a fine powder on y'all as y'all stand there.
Oh shit.
As if
Turn into
I'm like
a mountain
shaking
lion.
all of this stuff off me. Like
you're gonna turn into what?
like it.
A mountain lion.
Roll it.
Well,
You are a
Yeah.
house cat.
Does he have kitty cat ears?
You turn into the common black house cat. Actually, a tabby. Orange. You're
With a
orange.
little horn.
I suppose I'll settle with it for now.
You have one horn, though, and the move you have is Swipe Softly, which is you gain plus 100 to hit, but minus 10 to damage.
Wow. But at a minimum of 1 damage, right? I mean, I'm a cat. I'm a
It's called
house cat.
Asshole Cat. That's where you can swipe anything off a counter you want.
Yes, it's called Swipe Softly. In fact, as you swipe, things might get healed. That's how softly you swipe.
Alright, well, I'm like, I accept this, and then I start heading down the stairs.
I'd like to actually try to spout lore on this.
Spout lore.
On this mysterious smoke, such things.
Go ahead and spout lore.
Well, I don't even know anything about smoke, so you would tell me something interesting, and I would tell them how I know this. Right?
The smoke's not quite a smoke. It's more of a powder residue. And it kind of covers everything. It has no smell, but it's very fine. It's as if there's something down there throwing powder out.
This is clearly zircon.
I don't know what that is. What is it called? Oh, the crystal stuff. No.
Well, the smoke is not smoke, obviously, guys. Come on. As I brush through my fingers, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe if you tasted the smoke, you could get something more.
Or die.
Or die.
It's
I
like the
enter
cocaine.
last,
Yeah,
by the
it's
way.
like rub it in my gums.
Huh? Did you? I didn't hear what you said. You did what?
Like cocaine, they're like, you rub it.
Yeah.
You notice it has a very minty taste to it.
Quite interesting.
And you feel a little bit more awake.
Slightly delightful. I enjoy it. You guys should try this. It's pretty amazing.
But it's kind of addicting. Give me a roll 2d6 for me.
Really constitutional.
Yes, give me a constitution roll.
You
You endure. You don't become addicted to the smoke.
guys should try this. It's pretty good.
Alright.
Do the rest of y'all try this?
No, I was heading down the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, get over here. Try this.
You get to the furthest stairs, and you notice it's quite bright down here.
Okay.
I'm just
Do you
a
want to
house cat.
spout lore with what you see, or do you want me to tell you what you
Oh,
see?
fuck no. Why would I ever try to spout lore?
Okay. You see these more bandits. They're just humans. You can assume they're bandits. They're wearing the same uniforms as the guy before y'all.
Alright.
And for some reason, they're piling stuff. You don't know where the stuff's coming from. You just know they're piling stuff in the vats. And they have a large device with which they're pushing air pressure that sends the stuff they're piling upwards into the sky.
Oh, alright. I guess I leave. And then I turn into a human, and then I tell Halleck and Zanril. I'm like, you guys were right. That's not smoke. They're pushing something into something and then flinging it into the sky.
This is no tower. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, Halleck, we should really go see the tower.
I think we should
And there were
deal
bandits.
with
There were
this
more
quickly.
bandits.
They may have wares that will be of use to us as we approach the tower, but let's not be distracted too long by these crazed bandits with their cloud machine.
How many did I see in there initially?
I'll tell you.
Probably make a decent amount of
Oh wait, that's not what I want. So 27.
I did not have the time to count that many.
That's how many
My intelligence is despicable.
you saw, like, that was at a glance.
Quite
Like,
a-
you
no,
just
quite
at
a
a
few
glance,
of
you're
them.
like, oh, there's 27.
Yeah, I'm like,
10
there were a lot.
strength or average intelligence.
Otherwise, I would suggest that I turn into a bear and we could just go down there and maraud everything.
We butchered their companions fairly easily, but do we really need to intrude on this operation?
Probably
be-
not. And then I just sort of
All
walk
of a
away.
sudden, y'all hear a
disinterested.
horn sound. Just a horn. Almost like it's a... I'm trying to think how to describe it. Have you ever seen, like, those old-timey movies where they go to lunch? It's one of those lunch horns. Just all of a sudden.
Yeah, I move out of the entranceway, back up the stairs, and I want to sort of hide nearby.
What does the rest of the party do?
I follow Halleck.
Yeah, definitely. I don't hide. I'm just like,
So you're
I blend
hiding...
into the smoke with my party, and I want to be observing the stairway, and I say, what are we doing here? To be honest, I question as to whether we need to investigate further, or
I
if we
really
can...
think this is your black tower guy. I mean, I look around, I'm like, how many times do you see a black covered building? Like, do you think there's another one out there?
I don't know.
I look to the skies, and suddenly I'm like, a tower of smoke.
You notice, though, that after this horn sounded, the smoke seems to be getting less thick. It's kind of as if it's stopping. Everything
I look
around the area is
like,
covered in
shit.
this fine powder, though.
I want to try to turn into either a bear or a dire wolf. But I think I'll go with a... I might as well go with a dire wolf.
Meanwhile, though, off in the distance, you see something large, something incredibly large approach this area.
I turn
You'd
and
almost say it
stand
was
up and turn to
a
face this.
giant. No, it's not towards you. It's approaching the tower. Let's see.
They're approaching.
Alright, so as I...
It's approaching from this way. You're like over here. If y'all look on the O. Ah.
As I attempt to transform into a direwolf, I'm like, oh gosh, giants!
Do you see which way the arrow is pointing? Like, I made another circle. So that's y'all. This is where it's approaching. Just imagine it being, much larger. Because I don't feel like having that
Interesting.
go all the way back.
Alright, here goes my transformation roll. Alright.
You turn into a wolf. A dire wolf.
A direwolf, yes.
Your move is Ferocious Howl. It will give someone minus... Let's see. I don't know. Minus damage. That sounds good.
Alright, cool.
Terrifying Howl. Minus damage. That makes them not hit as hard. Makes them kind of wonder if they really want to even sit there and fight. So you see these giants. In fact, you're pretty sure these are giants, because no one could be that huge from afar.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. It's a giant person.
And they come up,
Clearly, it's a giant.
and they come up to, there's like 10 of them, and they come up to the tower, and they start collecting the powder. And they're putting the powder in these enormous bags. You're not quite sure why they're doing it, but they're collecting powder and putting it in enormous bags. And then every now and then, one of them will do exactly what Zanril did. He'll take it. He'll take a bit, and he'll run it against his gums, and then smile real wide. What do y'all do?
Well, everything seems to be fine here. Should we head back to town?
Oh, but Zanril, you get a
Text.
you get a you start thinking there must be more to this place, and that dust was so delicious. I wonder what it comes from. You get cravings. You're craving the dust now.
Whoa, I made my constitution throw. Yeah, don't make me do this. So I reached down to the ground, grabbed a little bit of powder. That's all my cravings, and I'm
But
like,
you're not craving the dust for what it is. You're craving the knowledge behind the dust. Yeah, should have finished this.
That's how it helps.
Yeah.
This could be profitable. I mean, it appears. I mean, it is. It's quite good if you guys want to give it a try.
A horn sounds again. It's been 10 minutes now. A horn sounds again, and the giants start walking off again, back the way they came, which is to roughly the south of the tower.
Did you just say tower?
Well,
Do you understand? I don't know. Do you guys not get that this is the tower?
I don't.
This is the tower. This is your magical tower that you saw. It's just a
remember
drone.
what I said? It depends on what your definition of tower is.
See, so I'm gonna break the news.
Is
to you guys.
the tower going up or is it going down?
The GM did not just create this as a stopping point to the tower.
No, he did.
We did not come across another black building. This is the tower.
This is a tower.
Sorry, yes, this is a tower.
And it does have black stone. And a sign did start with B in it. Perhaps if you investigated further down the tower, you would notice something about these abandons. Perhaps. That's what Zanril
I'm just
thinks.
trying to break the news to my party. This is the mission.
How is my companion reacting to the giants? Is he pretty chill? As in my wolf?
How well trained is your wolf?
Well,
He's
he's
extremely well trained.
he's pretty loyal, but he's stubborn. So if he gets his own idea, he'll definitely just do his own thing.
He goes off running back towards the stairwell.
I follow with my tail wagging.
But he's not running loudly. He's running at a sneaky run. He's sneakily running,
He's like got his head ducked down low and stuff.
as if he's on the hunt for something. And he's sniffing around, but he's not inhaling. He's just kind of sniffing.
I follow. Fair enough. I'm sorry, guys. He's a
He's-
stubborn beast.
He stops about midway down the stairs, as if to give you a chance to do something. Perhaps the cat could investigate again, it seems.
I'm a direwolf now.
Oh, you're a direwolf now. He starts trying to play with you while on the stairs, though.
I slowly just walk down the stairs then, I suppose.
You get down to the bottom of the stairs. You see... Roll a D100 and add plus 20 to it.
Yeah.
You see roughly 11 guys this time.
11?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be as crowded as the way the druid had decided or described it.
Druids exaggerate all the time. They don't know how to count.
And you see 11 guys. And you notice something, but do you notice something? Let's see. What do you notice?
Can I discern realities?
No, Halik's the one that is down there right now. You're playing with his dog, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna keep going down.
Discern. Okay, roll discern
Just
realities
wisdom?
then. Yeah,
I'll
wisdom.
also roll. 11?
Okay. You get
That's,
3 questions, and he gets 1, right? Or is it he gets...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, 3. Okay, ask your questions.
All right, I'll start. what is about to happen?
Depends on what you're about to do. I can't answer that.
All right, so I don't get any idea of like what they might be
You
all
just
planning.
know
Do
that
they look like
every
they're
time there's a
active, or
horn,
are they all like
you just know
sitting
that
down?
every time there is a horn, the smoke stops above. You've discerned that.
Oh, okay.
And the horns go off roughly every 20 minutes, it seems. So in about 10 minutes, there'll be another horn. 10 minutes of game time, not 10 minutes of real life time. So there's another horn soon. Okay. Did anyone? What? You had one question that you get right,
Yeah, that was mine.
and then he gets 3.
Yep.
Or is it? Hey, look, ask your 3 questions. Keep in mind, you see bandits in front of you, just working away at these weird-looking pumps.
I want to discern what security is like. Does it look like you can just stroll into this place, or will that get you killed? I want to look for like some emblems or indication of like what group this is, and I also want to discern how many entranceways there are into the lower sections, and whether one of them is close enough for us to slip past this room and deeper into this dungeon.
From where you're standing, which is you in blue, you can see another stairwell going down. This map's not to scale, but roughly 100 yards away from you.
Okay.
Through this field of people that are in front of these weird things, these vats that are just blowing smoke up with these devices. There's several of them, in fact. Now, as far as security goes, they kind of seem as if they're completely numb to their surroundings.
Okay. So I think at that point I just let down my guard to a degree and sort of just walk in as if I belong.
You walk in. They don't take any notice.
Oh my gosh.
They're
I'm
just
just-
consumed with their task.
Yeah.
I follow in after him, tail wagging.
I was like, well, he's a wolf. Hopefully they're really out of it. And I just
They still don't notice. They're just consumed with their tasks.
Can I try barking at them?
If you want to.
Yeah, I do.
They still don't notice.
Yeah, my tail's wagging.
Do any of y'all examine these humans, these bandit-looking humans at all?
Yeah, I go up and I like sniff around them.
Do you take close order to its appearance, perhaps? You sniff, but you don't. They just smell like regular humans.
Just normal people.
I imagine he's close. I don't know if he needs to take special, like...
He's a dog. He can't really like look up into someone's eyes per se and notice.
My dog's a foot tall and he can look up. Like, you mean like look into someone's eyes?
Like be at eye level with them.
Okay.
Someone just look at their eyes, damn it.
They're just like glazed. They're just...
The eyes are just completely glazed over.
Yep.
But they have a slight glow to them. A slight glow. And you're not sure why.
Zanril!
Oh man.
Zanril! What is happening here?
Nope, don't worry. This is... Let me, nah.
Discern realities, perhaps.
That'd probably be it, right? Unless it's gonna be spout lore, but...
Or you can spell lore up too.
Let's spout lore. Intelligence.
Okay. So I gotta tell you something useful, and you gotta make it...
Sure.
These people appear to be under effect of some type of charm spell.
Like, these... Yeah, I relay that to you guys. I'm like, well, they're definitely under some kind of magical spell.
Pretty much incapable of speaking at this point, so I'm just looking up at both of you.
You
Could
notice
these men be here against their will? What the hell is this?
If I notice the thing, like, is the powder at all involved in this? Do they have,
they're
like...
just mindlessly putting the powder into the vats, and then sending it out their way. You see people come up and down the stairs every now and then carrying powder they put in these smoke chimney-looking things that send up towards the sky. But they're only able to bring them in small amounts for some reason.
So
Could the giants be responsible for this charm, or is that not possible?
You realize, thinking back, that when you put the powder to your lips, it was quite heavy on your hands, actually. Like, unusually heavy.
I'm so curious whether just flinging this into the sky.
Exactly. I don't know why like the giants are gathering it. Maybe the process they have to like I don't know. Like it has to be arrow like powdered. I don't fucking know, guys. This is out of my expertise. I'm not a drug lord. I'm a wizard.
I bark at
let's go.
Zanril like, what should we do?
You notice, though, you see that symbol that dropped off the bandit earlier.
You
Like
mean
an
the one
airplane.
that's presently consumed within my druidic shape-shifted form? Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
The one of the... Right now. The Duke. You see the Duke. The royal symbol again, basically, is what you're saying. You notice it's hanging on banners on the wall. And you're quite curious. Where have you seen this symbol before? Surely you saw it somewhere.
Should I try to spout lore?
Yes, you should. That was a terrible roll.
Mark XP and you just can't
Always
quite-
will be.
You're not quite sure where this symbol come from. You just knew that the Duke that you killed earlier said his name was Pablo Escobar. That's all you get.
Awesome. Well, not just that. I also got 1 XP.
And 1 XP. They have no clue what's going on here.
Yeah, so somebody remind me how XP works, because I have seen Dungeon World in action.
If you fail a roll, you get XP.
Yeah, you mark XP.
And then what do you do with the XP you get? How many?
You-
How many does it take?
At what, 7 plus your level, right?
At 8, yeah, 8 you hit level 2. At 9 you hit level 3. So you have to just it gets wiped when it gets back to when you level up.
The
Alright.
horn sounds again, though.
Okay, I would move like back to a wall and just make sure that
The second the horns sounds, the men, they come out of their trance for a moment, and they start looking around. And you hear them saying, Where am I? Where am I? I don't know where I am.
I
What are
bark.
we doing here? And then the horn sounds again, as a slightly different pitched horn, one that you couldn't hear from the surface. And then they stop, and they just stand at attention.
We must free their minds, brothers.
As you say that, I bark and I start running around, like anxious to go somewhere.
There is a staircase that heads down.
Yeah, I'm standing by that, looking back at everybody.
Zanril, let us find the perpetrator of this dark magic.
Yes, dark magic. Let's call it that. Who would ever bend the mind of others to suit their needs? But yes, let's go.
Yeah, my tail stops wagging as you're explaining this, and then as you stop, it just begins wagging again.
Do y'all go down the stairs?
Heck yes.
We
Yes.
should perhaps be, a little more careful as we go on farther.
Yeah, I start getting a little stealthy.
Okay. I'm just going to move the blue dot. This is where y'all enter from. The stair goes down, makes a right, then comes back down the way it just came. So this time you're on the right side of the room. You see in front of you people in front of these long tables. And they're just pounding on the table, taking these, what looks to be rocks, and they're just pounding on the table, turning them into powder. And you see a staircase on the opposite end.
So how far away is the horn blow about from us? Like distance-wise, I mean? Or sorry, time-wise.
It's about 6 minutes from now until the next one.
I just take note. I'm like, let's try to keep track of when the horn's going to blow. We wouldn't want anything to happen. We don't want to get noticed.
Roll D100. And then add 20 to it. See how many people you see down here.
Sure. D100 plus.
How come last time it was only 11?
Because if you go over 100, then it's going to go just to 11. Does that make sense?
That's just the rule?
That's my rule.
That's your rule?
Yeah.
He's like, yes.
Okay. You see 86 people, but they're all small children this time. Small little childs. And then a few adults that are collecting the smashed powder.
They appear to be mindlessly working as well.
Yes, they're mindlessly working as well.
Can we get across the room in 6 minutes, do we feel?
It would take you about right at 6 minutes. You'll be right at the end of the staircase at 6 minutes.
Well, do you guys want to make a break for it, or wait?
Yeah, I guess so. I was planning on playing with the kids, but sure.
I mean, they're not gonna play with you. They're like flat out. You like wag your tail. You look at the kids. I'm like, it's not gonna happen.
Onwards.
You get halfway through this room, and a different tone to horn sounds. But only the kids wake up from the trance, not the adults. They immediately start crying, scared, confused as to where they are. One walks up to you, Zanril, and asks you, "Do you know where we are, sir? Do you know who I am, sir?" And then a horn, before you can answer, a horn sounds again. And they
I
go
scream.
back to where
I just like let out like a wild scream, and in frustration, and I hope my wolf howls as well.
A wild scream emanates from your wild mouth.
Everything is wild, yeah.
Roll a 2d6. Just a flat 2d6. A kid, just one, comes undone from the trance just momentarily. His eyes unglaze, and he looks at you and says,
Grab him by
"Sir,
the shoulders.
sir, I need help, sir. I don't know where I am.
Do you remember anything? Who did this to you?
There's men. And then he glazes back over.
Ah!
You notice something, though. There's a cart in front of the stair. And on this cart, there's this rocks. What do each other do? But this cart, keep in mind, it's made out of really tough-looking iron. It's a very sturdy cart.
Is the cart on rails?
Yes.
I ride it. I say, can we empty this cart and ride it down to the lower levels? And I just start doing it anyway, regardless of the question.
Like you're pulling rocks out, can we? And like,
You can't lift the rocks for some reason.
Oh, it's too...
They're too heavy.
I'm just really sad.
A rock the size of an apple weighs maybe 50 pounds.
I bark
Yeah.
towards
And
you,
these
and
are twice the size.
My-
I try to lift one and I'm like, Zanril, this is impossible. Just doesn't move at all. Like I almost dislocate both my shoulders.
my tail stops wagging, and I look around for other exits. Like,
There's
I
no
just want to know
staircase,
all of the different pathways we could choose to go from here.
Okay.
right here? Yeah, go ahead.
There'll be one down the rails. You notice that underneath the staircase you had just came back from, there's actually a doorway underneath the staircase you had came. I marked it in red. It's just a doorway, and it looks like it goes into the staircase. It's a red doorway.
Could I go to where the minecart thing is and try to like maybe use my sense of smell? Does it detect if I can detect anything nearby or anything?
Are there like really burly adults moving the rocks then, or have we yet to see how they get to the table?
You have yet to see how they get to the table.
Interesting. How large is the doorway?
The doorway is large enough for someone maybe 8 foot tall to walk through. It's quite large. In fact, you question as to why it's so large. It must have a reason to be
I
that
would imagine
large.
there's a reason why it's a big door. I motion towards the door. I'm like to the ranger to maybe let's go check this out kind of thing.
8 feet
Are
is
you
smaller
mad?
than a giant, right?
Smaller than a giant, yes.
Right,
Right.
I follow.
We don't want something coming up behind us. And like I said, we have yet to see how the rocks get moved.
Could I discern realities to try to detect any intruders that I'm unaware of?
Yeah, you can do that.
What's about to happen? You're
I
right.
apprehensively examine this door.
You don't know what's
Failure.
going on there, Matthew B. I can't remember your druid's name for some reason.
Mooge.
Mooge, you can't remember. You don't know if anything's following you, Mooge. In fact, you seem to lost your sense of smell as a wolf. That's how oblivious you are to this situation.
Putting up drugs.
So what do
What
you
do I see when I approach this red door? Is it like all locked and stuff, or?
It says unoccupied on it.
Oh. Okay.
No, it's unlocked. It has no lock. It just has a handle for you to pull or push.
Well, I'm not really too excited about this, Zanril, but should I open the door?
I think we should maybe be ready for a form of sorts, but yes.
Okay, have your arcane magics prepared, please, and I swing open the door.
Before you, you see a troll. Not a large troll, but a 8-foot troll, a young, weak one. And it's enchained, covered in chains, and its
I look at
eyes,
its eyes, yeah.
they're glazed over as well,
Okay.
and a horn sounds.
I immediately motion for us to, run to the other side of the stairs. I'm like, let's just fucking see what happens.
The
Okay, I
horn
run.
sounds. The troll comes conscious for a moment. And then the horn sounds again. And the troll comes out of the door. And he just walks to the rocks. He makes this nice, neat, perfectly straight path. And for how long do you all wait, actually?
I guess if he goes out, I would check if there's anything else in the room besides the troll.
There's nothing else in the room.
Yeah, then I just wait till he gets back in the room. I'm not. Trolls are scary, and I'm
I'm
frail.
out looking at what he's doing with the minecart. I want to see what happens
Okay.
with the minecart.
For the next
Yep.
10 minutes, you'll just watch him place rocks at various points on the table. As the kid stands still, he then walks back to his spots, and another horn sounds. And the kids, their eyes unglaze again. And the nearest one, and the adults this time too. And they do the same story as before. They start panicking. Where are we? Where are we? You have 30 seconds to try to talk to one, by the way. Where are we? They're looking
Is the
around.
minecart empty now?
The minecart's empty now, yes.
I am not too interested in trying to interrogate these poor fools. I am more interested in riding this minecart to the
The
perpetrators and
horn
beheading
sounds
them somehow.
again, and then they stop.
I'm climbing in a minecart
Same.
and looking for the brake. I want to detach the brakes, or disengage the brakes.
You notice that there's no mechanism. There's a rope that is made out of chain. There's a chain. I guess it just be called a chain. Yeah. There's an iron, I would say iron rope, but it just makes more sense to call it a chain. There's a chain that's attached to the front of this minecraft, or minecart, minecraft, minecart. And it just starts, the slack in the chain just disappears all of a sudden. Not too long after this horn goes off, and you feel the cart begin to move,
Yes.
as if it's being pulled by something on the other side.
Is it moving fast or is it slow?
No, it's moving slow.
Yeah, I follow the cart. I'm not gonna fucking ride the cart.
Oh, let me rephrase it. It's moving quicker than a walking pace.
Fair enough. I'm ready to get out though, very quickly.
Let me draw the next section.
I'm ready to do a barrel roll.
I'd like to try to
After
take note of the
after 15 minutes from the horn tone, okay? After this set of horn tones, y'all approach the entrance. The entrance is maybe 5 minutes away. Y'all have just gone deep, deep down. Way down. And you see lights coming from where this thing is being pulled towards. What do you do?
Well, I believe someone should discern realities. I'll do it if no one else wants to.
I can also.
I can, but I mean, I
Unless-
can't even talk.
What do my elf eyes see?
I'm leaping out so long as we're slow enough.
You're slow enough to leap out.
And I also scan the surround with my 1 in wisdom.
Yeah,
Ask
I
your
mean-
question. Or do you just want me to tell you what you see?
Yes, I'm not really sure what to ask about right now. What do I see?
You see at the end of this thing, what was pulling the chain was where was it? I just saw what it was. I gotta find it again. Give me a second. You see a team of lizardmen pulling this chain downwards. And their
Are they
eyes
also
glazed over.
God damn it, everyone.
But not blue this time.
Even the lizards.
Their eyes are glazed red. And you're not...
Can't be good.
Did all of y'all abandon the carts?
Yes.
I say to the party, I've not seen this thus far. Their eyes, look.
The cart approaches the lizard. A tone goes off. They start looking around for 30 seconds, wondering where they are. They're all confused. Keep in mind, everyone you've encountered so far has been completely unarmed.
Have there been different tones for different things?
There's different tones, yes. Each tone has a different thing. So the tone that plays this time is a low, bassy one.
What else is in the room besides the lizard men?
Have y'all traveled that far down yet?
Definitely waiting for them to go back into their trance-like state, I would say.
They go back into their trance state. And they start loading the rocks onto the cart. 15 at a time. Or 15 lizard to a rock. Actually, no, it takes about 4 lizard men per rock, basically. Do y'all approach the bottom?
I am following.
They could be aggressive. Be careful, guys.
You just see rocks. Just a ton of rocks, as far as the eye can see. Someone roll a D100 plus 20 again.
I haven't done that yet. I don't see why it has to be plus 20, but okay.
That's how many lizard men you think you see just off the top of your head. Just loading rocks, just moving them closer to the entrance.
Not 60, but 59.
That's all you see.
That's how much we think we see.
That's how much you think you see. And you notice, I'm going to mark them red. It's like, a rock will start here, it will be loaded, and then they will literally move the rocks to fill up the gap. As if the slowest conveyor belt was going on, but, done by lizardmen.
Okay.
Can I see a passageway that will take us deeper?
Not from where you are.
We keep moving around. I do. I keep moving around.
I make sure that I'm staying near one of the earlier.
Something you kind of noticed, though, is that you've gone this far down. There's no torches anywhere. The rooms are just all super bright for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. But the stairwells are the only dark spots.
Is it perhaps magically lit if I detect magic?
You don't know unless you detect magic.
When the horns ring, can I look into Zanril's eyes to see if anything weird is going on?
Zanril, have you tasted the dust before? No, nothing's weird going on with him. Is that what you want to know?
Basically, yeah.
He passed his constitution check. You notice, though, that the walls themselves are magical. That's what the walls are giving off the light. The ceiling is giving off the light. The floor is giving off the light. It's the perfect amount of lighting for to rub yourself in oil and then take pictures of yourself with.
Alrighty then. Am I concerned with the amount of magic I'm seeing?
Yeah, I was about to question you, Zanril. Is this the work of a powerful sorcerer?
You think to yourself, this would either take one person that's very special, or a bunch of other people that are just common like you.
I definitely don't think common, because
It's an absurd amount of magic.
I'm pretty amazing, so...
It's an absurd amount of magic.
Right, I'm like, this is kind of ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm unnerved.
5 minutes passes, and you begin to notice amongst the lizard men, there's these wisps that come out. That's all you see. Not quite ghosts, but not quite unformed either.
Dear God, are these the ancient spirits of the forest?
A
Also
terrifying
tormented
howl
by
them.
magic?
Huh?
Oh God.
I didn't hear what... I heard what Flame said, I didn't hear what the other one said.
I terrifying howl them.
You
I cover
terrifying
my
how them.
ears.
They just continue on.
Do you have any way to speak with, if anything, spiritual, or...
Oh, I should check.
as we continue making our way through to look for...
You notice, though, that the wisps, they pretty much... It's almost as if they're mirroring exactly what the lizards are doing, but 30 seconds behind. They stop at a place. They then move in pairs of 4 to another place. They stop there. They wait a little while. The same amount of time, in fact, as what the lizards are doing.
I'm quite enchanted by the dance of the wisps. Sort of in awe of these mysterious beings. But still looking for entranceways along the illuminated walls.
Yes, indeed. Looking for more ways to go.
suppose the dark spots, then.
Well, he would have said if it was immediately visible, I guess.
Eventually you'll get to... Which corner do you want to get to? Choose a corner.
Bottom left, right? That's the furthest from where we came?
Yep, you get to the bottom left corner. You see a staircase. Actually, not even a staircase, really. It's another entrance way. But this entrance way, it doesn't lead into a building. It leads into the earth.
Can I try to smell beyond it, or is my smell as a wolf?
You're seeing just straight caverns in front of you. Your smell as a wolf is done. The powder's kind of killed your smell in this form, at least, for the time being.
Could
I
I
hate
try
to
to
say it, Zanril, but I think this is a dead end.
Could I attempt to re-transform?
That's up to you. Depends if you want to smell so bad.
It's up to you if you want to let me.
I'll let you, yeah.
Alright, I'll try to do it.
You do it.
Sick. Nailed it.
You have you gain another move. Your new move is called What's That Smell? Identify objects based on their smell. Spend one hold to find what lies in front of you.
Well, I should probably make a discern realities check, right?
Yes, you should. This would bypass your discern realities. I would just tell you straight up what you smell.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay. You smell something rancid. Not coming from the rocks, but just rafting through the air. Down these caverns that lie in front of you through this entrance.
Yeah, I whimper and kind of back up with a disgusted look on my face.
It's almost as if it's like an undead smell, perhaps.
Ooh. Now, since I have the Ankh within me, I'm assuming that because I carry over my weapon damage, that I would also carry over passive traits such as protection versus undead.
Yeah, sure. Protection.
Yeah, sure.
Undead,
Yep, that Ankh was magical, yes.
You know why I'm laughing? Like, are you just in character right now?
Huh?
I identified that. There wasn't anything magical about it, but I told you it was.
Oh, right. The magic,
Right.
the Ankh?
Yes.
Okay.
So he believes himself to be protected.
He
Yeah.
believes himself.
Good enough.
In some sort. So if something swings at him and misses, he'll be like, bless the Ankh. Like, they'll have nothing to do with it.
Zanril, do
Deal.
we head deeper into these caverns? I say, whilst covering my nose. The stench of death fills the air.
Well, would you like to see these people free?
Of course, but will these powerful wizards really be in the caverns themselves? Perhaps we could follow the giants on the surface.
I suppose we could, but we could be led back down here. Eventually.
You should go down the caverns. There's a fight soon. It'll be really easy, and we'll reveal a plan.
Normally, the storyteller of this world does not bring us to places with dead ends, and
It's not feeling very sandbox right now.
It shouldn't. You have to get to the end for it to feel sandbox.
I follow Zanril's lead.
As do I.
What y'all see digging into these caverns, as you're walking through them, you notice that what's bringing up the rocks are teams of skeletons just digging through it. But they're not your average human skeleton. These things are massive. In fact, they're probably giant. The skeletons of past giants. And they're just digging up these rocks.
Please tell me these are enchanted, Zanril. or charmed, or whatever it is.
You notice that same blue glow that existed around the humans.
How far away are they from us?
Oh, you already walked in. They're immediately surrounding.
Alright, so
They're everywhere.
I take it
Just-
they're not fleeing from my presence.
No, they don't even seem to notice y'all, in fact.
I untransform and then I hold up the symbol.
You hear a horn again, but they continue to work regardless of the horn. The horn's faint sounding, as if it was happening in the room above. It's almost as if these are permanently under the effects.
We're dealing with a necromancer. No, I wouldn't know that.
Well, I unshapeshift and then I'm holding the Ankh up. In clear
Nothing
sight.
happens.
Nothing. Alright, awesome.
You still see those symbols, though.
I want to make
that
sure
look
one of these.
familiar to you.
I want to make sure one of these undead can see the symbol in their eyes.
Nothing happens.
don't put too much faith in that. It's not very powerful.
I thought they might be deflected by the symbol itself.
No.
No, it'll provide you minor luck against them, I suppose, in combat.
Do y'all continue down the caverns?
I try to transform again.
Yes, I reassure my party that we're safe for now from these beasts.
Alright. Oh, there it is.
I try to
Sick.
say confidently.
You'll get to the end of these caverns, and it opens up into a room. And in the center of the room, you see... Oh, roll. Tell me what you see.
The numbers?
Okay, Zanril, that's good enough. Ask a question.
Oh god, I should have this question just up permanently.
The blue is where y'all entered at, and this is the cavern, or the room in front of y'all. I'll tell you what you see. I'll let you ask some questions first, though.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
Probably what's in front of you directly. You notice in this thing on the ground there seems to be symbols just all over it.
Do I get a question?
Did you know you wrote? You
What, a 6?
You don't see nothing.
Alright,
Okay.
I'll take a go at it.
Ooh.
Damn. I
But
get
no,
to ask all the questions.
back
Not
to
all
his
of 'em.
question. What's useful? In the center, though, of this area of symbols, there's just a large rod, and it just protrudes out from the ground.
Ba 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 ba. It's like slowly walk towards it, hands out.
Hold up, someone's calling me from California. Let me pick this up real quick. Hello?
Friends, I don't think we. It would appear that this might be the end of this little area.
Perhaps we should destroy this thing. Or would that unleash an overwhelming surge of magic, killing everything?
Magic is very particular about.
Sorry, I got a random phone call from a random number, and the person asked, "Do you speak Vietnamese?" I was like, "No." But anyways, okay.
I speak common.
But anyways, you see this staff? You said you walked towards it with your hands open?
I did say that. It was more of a joke.
Okay. 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 You don't do that. You don't.
I train my bow on it, and I'm like looking across at you, Zanril, like, should I destroy this thing?
Oh, I'd like to try to detect magic as far as like if there's any traps or magical runes that might activate.
I got a sick discern realities roll. Can I check for traps?
Yeah, you can discern realities. You just can't detect magical traps with that. Because magic is not reality. But no, ask your questions, though.
I suppose, I don't know, are these questions really going to be very useful?
Depends. What's your question?
Like, what here is not what it appears to be?
The staff. That's
So-
no simple staff.
yeah. What is about to happen?
See, that's I don't like these questions because, like, well, what's about to happen? It depends on what your characters do.
Not really. I mean, like, if you read the description, let's see. It's kind of putting you on the spot, actually.
Yeah.
So, like, the horn, you realize that the horn's about to blow, or this might be the source of it, or, like... You could tell us something about the bigger picture, maybe, like... this might be the source of power for this.
Should ask. Okay, what is about to happen? You think that if you go down into this, you're either gonna set something off above, or set something off above. Depends. Do any of y'all venture into the room?
I detect magic as I'm trying to analyze the room. But yeah,
The entire room's magic.
the entire room
There-
or like floor in front of me.
I
The
suppose
entire room again.
I
It's
kind of
lit up.
just stay out of
The
the way.
runes, though, appear more magical. then the rest of the room.
Right.
You feel that as if you should avoid the 1 greater than sign, 4 sign, half finished 8s, really large 6 sign, and 3 that's on the floor.
I was
Or
trying to
you shouldn't.
understand what was going on there. I was like,
Just drawing symbols. I just said symbols.
Right, but so is there like obviously places where we can step that aren't symbols, or like? Is it
Yes,
just-
there's obvious places.
I just like just mind your step. Avoid the runes on the ground.
In fact, if they follow directly behind you, they could probably avoid the runes on their own or with you. On their own, though, they're not seeing quite what you're seeing.
All right. Actually,
Well,
I'm like,
maybe I should wait here, Zanril, as my
Yeah,
wolf could run wild.
I will examine this staff. So I'm
You-
trying to carefully make my way to it, I suppose.
You carefully make your way up to the staff. You do this easily. In fact, your foot touches one of the runes and nothing goes off. You're like, oh, these aren't dangerous at all.
I don't say that at all. I hope they don't notice me step on a rune.
But you do approach the staff.
Yeah.
What
What
have
do
you
you-
learned, Zanril?
Exactly. What am I gonna do? What
Dude.
kind of roll would you like here? I would like to know what it does.
Oh, give me a second. I'm looking something up.
The staff of the Magi, you say? I'll take it.
As you approach the staff, though, you start to see stuff come up from the floor. Over in the corners. In all 4 corners.
What's happening, Zanril?
The doors behind the party closes.
Oh,
Zanril!
And you see... Let's see.
Defend yourself.
You see 4 figures appear, one in each corner. They have a rusty sword. Each one holds a rusty sword.
wait, so, alright, how long does it take for them to appear?
They're slowly phasing into existence, giving you time to perhaps regroup, perhaps attack one before it phases into existence. They're about halfway done now.
Yeah, I call that defend yourself. So
I am training my bow on this guy. And I am not going to release my shot until it's fully phased, as I do not want to fire through its ethereal body.
I would like to take a defend roll, try to get some defend hold going.
Go ahead and make your... Actually, you'd have to choose someone to defend, wouldn't you? No?
Oh, yeah, let me read this.
Yeah, you should have to
A
choose.
person, item, or location. When you or a thing you defend is attacked, you may spend hold. I kind of assume maybe if people are in the same location, I can defend any of them.
Yep. Are you all grouped together?
I would head to Zanril.
If someone wants
As
to,
long as I can continue like aiming my bow, I rush across to the party.
someone draw in yellow where the party currently stands.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get some hold with this roll right here. Sick.
I will
Wow.
make my way closer to the party, I suppose.
Yeah, someone just draw where the party.
We're just like.
I guess we meet in the middle, then. Like
Well,
this.
I told you guys to avoid the runes. So I'm gonna assume that I just like walk out.
I'm pretty sure that's gone out of my head now, and I'm concentrating on these 4.
You notice the
things.
runes on the floor have started to disappear.
All right, fuck it. Not concerned. We're here-ish.
There-ish. That works with me. The one in the right-hand corners.
Are we all like
faces-
back to back, like in a Triforce?
This
I
red
hope
one
so.
starts heading towards you.
I unleash my arrow!
And the red one here starts heading towards you. Actually, all of them start heading towards you.
I want to hack and slash while still being able to defend a location. So I'll wait until they get close enough, I suppose.
I shall release a barrage of arrows as they approach, primarily focusing this one down with a 12.
They're skeletons, right? Aim for their skulls!
No, not quite skeletons. They're kind of rotted in flesh. And they have rusty swords. In fact, you could call them Dragars almost.
I'm still aiming to kill, so I'm assuming head or torso.
Okay, roll your damage.
Oh. Yes.
Oh man.
That one explodes.
And I swivel and reach for another arrow and
One
notch
has
it
just
in my
approached
bow.
the party. It's aiming towards you. It doesn't
It's
seem-
too close. I drop my
doesn't
bow and
seem-
draw a short sword.
Do you roll to defend yourself?
I attack it. I'm not just defending. I am going head to head against this beast, willing to take an attack to bring it down.
Roll your attack roll.
Okay. And it's strength now, right?
It should be yes, because you're hack and slashing.
Boom.
You hit it, but it hits you.
Or I
Okay.
spend one of my defend hold and half that damage.
Do I still do a D8 of
Unless
damage?
it's 1.
Do you now? You should have a different thing for your melee. Should be tied to. Oh, let me see. Why can I never? I'm looking for Hunter and it brought me to. Oh, it's called Ranger. That's why. Ranger. The Ranger. No matches were found.
I do not see damage for a short sword inside the handbook, so...
Should be.
Assuming, well, actually, all damage is based on your class. Like,
Yeah, so it's just
otherwise
D8.
it-
So it's still a D8.
Yeah, it's still did.
Okay. And I still get plus my ferocity, but you don't add strength to damage rolls. Right?
Listen. I don't think you do.
Okay.
I'm not saying where it would be.
6.
You swing into it. But at the same time, it swings into you, dealing 3 whole damage.
If I half that, what would that go to? 2 or 1?
It will always go against your favor. So it'd go down to 2.
Is that worth
Do you
it to
choose to defend me?
Yeah,
my
Halleck,
friend?
is that worth it? 1 damage reduction? Is that worth it to you?
No, I'm like, don't worry about me. I'll take this thing down.
Alright, I suppose I'll save my hold for now. Hopefully that's not wasted.
This one doesn't go down yet. It's mangled though. It's completely collapsed on the
There's
ground.
a
In
wolf
fact,
like hanging off it as it
has-
flails
Ooh.
trying to
it
detach.
has
I know what I'd
no
like to do.
arms left. All it is just a spine and a skull
Oh, wait, no,
nipping
no.
at your feet now. But as that's going on, the one that's in the back left starts to approach, and it's swinging for Zanril. Zanril, what do you do?
Look out, Zanril!
Hasn't quite made it to you yet, but it's
I'll
heading
try to
towards you.
unleash a volley of our magic missile into it.
Okay, roll.
So the spell goes off. I will keep it, but take -1 on my spell rolls going forward.
Okay, -1 ongoing.
So 2d4 damage.
Both its arms fall off, but it kicks you in the shin.
Yep.
It does 1d6 divided by 2 though. So it would be 1d3 plus 1, because it's kicking you. It does 4 damage.
Alright, I will use 1 hold to half that.
But this bear leaps in front of you, taking
Dire-
most of the
dire
blow.
wolf.
Or direwolf leaps in front of you, taking most of the blow. As this happens, though, the 4th one has reached the party.
Yeah, I want to get a hack and slash in here.
On which one?
Anyone?
Choose one.
I will choose one of the weakened ones, I suppose. There's 2 of them, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've removed this one's arms.
I will go after the one attacking at Zanril.
Thank you, I'm quite squishy.
Roll for it. You hit the fuck out of it. Roll your damage.
Oh my gosh.
It just explodes.
Magnificent.
Explodes everywhere.
I'm inspired by the actions of my party, and I plunge my short sword into the top of the skull of this beast, pinning it into the ground.
Roll damage.
All right, I try to. Yes.
It explodes as well because I only had 1 HP left because I'm not giving these guys any armor to make it easier for y'all.
And I kneel in this like finishing move position for a good
But
5
meanwhile,
seconds.
the one y'all that's alive, it swings at this annoying wolf for d6 plus 1 damage. It does 7 damage.
Oh, well, I definitely half that, for sure.
Can he half damage
4.
on himself?
I don't think he can.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's swinging at the dire wolf. See, there's 2 wolves though. I mean,
Which wolf is he swinging at?
him, the druid wolf, the one with horns.
You can stand in the defense of a person, item, or location.
I don't. Well,
Not yourself.
if he's defending a location, I'm defending my arm. That's the location. No, you can't half the damage.
I can't?
You can
Hold on,
strike back
No, no, no.
immediately before it.
This is as long as you stand in defense when you or the thing you defend is attacked.
Oh yeah, so you can half it.
Yes, you half it.
I draw my bow and I want to dispatch this thing
Alright,
as soon
so
as
I take
may.
4 damage then, right? I can do that? You're
Yeah,
allowing me?
Take 4 damage. Roll your damage, Halek, for hitting this thing with a bow.
Straight damage.
Well, roll the hits.
Yep. Back, demon!
You hit the fuck out of it, but how much damage do you do?
Our rolls are on fucking point.
You hit it. It's still there. It's like the other one, though. Armless, and it kicks. It actually kicks towards you with the shins again. At the shins, dealing D3 damage plus 1.
Wait, does it get an attack back? He rolled a 12
Well, I
on
was-
his attack.
This was after. This is his move. It's not attacking Halek. It's kicking the dire
Okay,
wolf
okay.
with the horns
Okay.
again.
I
Wait,
want
is
to
it
make
kicking
my
my
hack and
wolf
slash now.
or the dire wolf?
The druid wolf.
Okay.
Or your pet, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, he said it was you it was attacking.
Yes, it's attacking this annoying wolf.
Oh, that was me? It dealt
Yes.
4 damage to me?
Yes, you can spend another whole half it though.
Yeah, that was my last. That'll be my last one. I'm confident in doing that.
Okay, you take 2 damage. Do any of y'all attack it back?
Fuck
Yes, I unleash another arrow as soon as possible.
Okay, roll it.
Yes!
You hit the fuck out of it again. It explodes
Wow.
in chaos.
I rush over to Mooch and I'm like, Mooch, you took a hell of a beating. Are you okay? You beautiful creature. I know you can't answer
In the
me.
corner,
I'm
though.
stroking you.
Not quite
Just
in
sort
the
of
corner.
panting.
You notice something. Zanril, you notice in front of you though, because you're not paying attention to the wolf, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly.
Something phasing into existence right there.
Does it appear to be humanoid like the previous encounters, or?
This one, it's a little bit different looking. I'm trying to find something that's not completely OP. Because I don't want to kill y'all, but I want to get
First adventure.
fully.
Make it vicious. I want to die. Let's go.
I don't want to. I was gonna spawn a lich, like originally to be a lich, and I looked up how much HP liches had. I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way they'd be able to kill these things.
As long as I don't get one bang, then I'm pretty okay with anything you throw at me.
Alec is prepared.
Let me tell you how much a lich does for damage. D10 or D10 plus 3 damage ignores
I can
armor.
survive that. I can survive that.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay.
If I get another defend hold off.
How many hit points is that?
16 HP, 5 armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Five armor. Wow.
Defend seems totally OP if
but
you can do it
because-
with initiative.
Because I'm a nice GM, it won't have any armor, because I don't like giving things armor to start with. To move the story along. So it has no armor. So you start to see...
Sure, worst case, one of us dies.
You start to see something ghoulish there, something lich-like. It's glowing in several different forms.
I was like,
It's dressed in robes.
shit.
Ice is surrounding it.
I'm notching an arrow, and
Yeah. Well, I alert you guys to this because you guys were in this very.
Yeah, I assume while you're
fancy
fighting me, I would be facing the other way, and I would kind of like growl at it.
It
Yeah.
phases into existence. What do you
seeing
got?
you snarling at it, that's when I stand and draw my bow.
I wanna try to get some more
Do you
defend,
do
old
a
motherfucker.
do you do a ferocious howl at it, using a hold to make it do half damage ongoing?
That's
As
what
it
a terrifying
phases
howl will
into-
do.
Huh?
Is that what a terrifying howl will do?
In my opinion, it will.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I
Is that
terrifying
what I
howl.
said? Is that what I said earlier?
You said it would do reduced damage.
Reduce damage. I didn't say half. Okay. It would do just D10, no +3.
You could always do the old do a roll and then take the worst of the roll. Do 2 rolls, take the worst.
Well,
For
you know
which one?
what? I think I should probably take. I should probably go for the defend action instead.
Okay. Roll as to defend.
All
I'd
right.
also
Give me some hold. Fuck
You got 3
yes.
holding on. Halleck, did you launch your arrow? This thing is completely phased into existence.
So you like bound out in front of me, and you're like between the party and this thing defending us, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm like
and then
growling.
an arrow sails across the room above you, straight towards the ghoulish monstrosity.
Zanril, what do you do at this time?
After a quick chant, I
Yes!
and that
Both of y'all crit the fuck out of this thing.
missile
Both
force
of y'all roll damage, please.
missile
Oh!
out of my hand.
8 damage.
Glad
This
there was
thing-
no armor.
This thing phases into existence and immediately gets hit by a shit ton of damage. It looks stunned at the thought that something could hurt it this much.
just fades
so
out again.
quickly. And it
It's
starts
just like, peace niggas, I'm going back to my pad.
No, it starts heading towards y'all.
I back away. As soon as it's moving towards me, I'm pacing backwards whilst drawing another arrow.
I have faith. I have utmost faith in my bear or the dire wolf.
Oh, we're being defended, of course. Why
I
would
suppose I may be defending myself here.
Unless you move backwards, I remain.
It throws.
I'll just be defending this location,
That's it.
and I will hold my ground and
It
hack and slash as
throws
soon as
a
it comes within
magic.
range.
It throws something magical, just towards. We'll do just a D3.
Oh god.
D3 towards.
Zanril,
Oh,
do you
is
think
that-
he's trying to reach the staff?
towards
No.
Matthew B. It throws a something magical at Matthew B.
Mooge.
At Mooge, yes. 'Cause
Alright, I'll take 2
Halleck is
damage.
1, Mooge is 2, Zanril is 3.
I'm down to 13 HP.
Oh, no, it hasn't. That wasn't the damage roll. That was a selection roll.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's doing its damage. D10. I'm not gonna do the I'll do the +3. Fuck it. D10 +3. Yeah, 13 HP.
15.
15.
Yeah.
So I can't kill you. Good.
Well,
Does
I could
5
reduce that to
damage.
3 theoretically.
Yes, theoretically.
Yeah, you know, it's worth it. One
It's
hold for
moving closer
damage.
to the staff, very slowly at this point. One hand reached out towards it, the other conjuring another spell. What do you
I want to disable its arms, I think. If that's even possible. As far as I understand, I can choose body parts to shoot at.
Yeah, you could.
And I can make him like drop something, but my intention is to mutilate his arms so badly that when he reaches the staff, he has no arms left.
On a 10 or higher, you can do it. On a 7 to 9, I just interrupt him. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But you get no damage for your move.
Protect the staff! No.
You interrupt his spell. Zanril, are you doing anything?
No damage, I just
I'm
interrupt,
looking at
right?
defy danger potentially for getting the staff before he does. Actually, let's see. Could I use my
Sounds like a
unseen servant?
dexterity.
Well, could I use my unseen servant to do it though?
You can see what would happen.
Sure.
Have you conjured your unseen servant?
I have not, but could I do a defy danger through quick thinking with intelligence?
Through quick thinking? Now to get to the staff from your location would require you to run quickly. Quick thinking would be your unseen servant though. So yes.
That's it.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so should I defy danger first and then try to spell, or do you want to go spell first, then...
You're defying danger. If you succeed in your defy danger, the spell goes off.
Okay, so let's see if we can defy danger.
You cast a magic servant. I'm trying to remember if it's
Now
on
you can offer me a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice.
the servant will make it at the same time as the lich. Or you can have the servant make it before, but the lich will hit you with a magical spell.
Yeah, do it. Let's stop the staff.
Okay, the servant picks up the staff, and as it does this, Zanril takes so much damage.
Where are you, Zanril?
So much damage. He's still
I'm
parallel,
behind you.
still
but-
behind the direwolf.
Okay, well, if you're behind me, I can totally reduce that by half damage. I mean, maybe. I guess the GM may be able to roll not.
Do you spend a hold?
Yes, if I can.
Okay, then you do.
So it glances off of you and hits me.
Yeah, I like smack it in the air.
You hit it like a volleyball player. You spike it downwards. You're like, fuck your shit, bitch. You say in wolf as you hit it downwards.
Some of them. I smack down some of the
Some of
missiles.
them, yes.
Can you explain to me what the defend move actually does?
Basically, this allows you to defend an area. You can't attack while using it.
You
Allows
can't.
you,
You
like-
can't attack while you're using
Well,
it.
let me rephrase it. Like, if you attack someone and roll a 7 to 9, you would still take a full damage. Like, you wouldn't be able to spend a hold on that. But you can... What's the word I'm looking for? Trying to think of the word. You can attack while using it, but it allows you to just interrupt attacks while spinning hold. Does that make sense?
No.
So, wait. I thought the idea was that you just got hold, and then you could do other things while.
Yeah, you can do other things while using it. I'm just saying is you...
Well, that means that you're focusing on preventing attacks rather than doing other things.
Yeah. Like, you couldn't... Like, say you rolled 2d6, right? And you got a 7 to 9. You couldn't then spin a hold to defend against the counterattack. Does that make sense?
Right, that would make sense. Well, I don't know, but okay. But let's say I defended, and then I got 3 hold, and then I wanted to hack and slash. Would I be able to do that?
Yeah.
Then you're taking your focus off of defending. So I would
Yeah,
say
but if it's not focusing you, say someone's across the room attacking, you can't like move the intercept, basically.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
you would essentially rule that I would defend the location around me, and
Yeah.
then I would be able to keep that hold and use it accordingly, and while still being able to perform actions, but only be able to defend things around me.
Yeah, like immediately around you if you're performing other
Well,
actions.
since defending yourself is certainly an option, it amounts to giving up on making attacks and just trying to defend yourself. So if you wanted to keep yourself safe, you wouldn't be able to get an attack off that round, or because there's no round.
There's no rounds. That's the thing. So like you
Like,
wouldn't be able
yeah,
to get
I
a
defend-
counter attack off.
I
is what it
defended
is.
while during the initiative round,
Yeah.
and then I just got the hold, and I suppose it.
Yeah,
I
you just
I
spin
suppose
hold
that-
accordingly.
Yeah.
That's how I'm understanding it. I don't know.
I see it as a guy with like a big shield that's like just devoted to defending at that point.
That's how you see it.
Yeah, because I mean, because half damage is kind of a big deal.
It's a
True.
huge deal.
Yeah,
It really
exactly.
is.
Because you're focusing on defending. I would say you would have your hold until you stop defending. Like if you wanted to attack, you just like lose your hold and just go on.
Have
to
to
it.
roll another defend roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Or do it that way, because that makes a little bit more sense.
So if
Otherwise-
this thing is still making its approach, I want to
Still make
fire.
approach.
Yes, cold shot.
You
But keep
can,
it-
well, in defense of using defend otherwise, you can fail it, and it essentially takes up one of your rounds.
Yeah. Except for there's no rounds in this game.
Yeah.
That's the...
And hold is kind of ongoing for the fight.
Well, isn't it sort of like everybody gets an action, and then the enemy gets an action, and then it's back to everybody else's action?
Normally it's like you fail a roll, then the thing hits you.
Yeah.
Or like 7 to 9, the thing hits you, that kind of thing.
Or if it's going to attack you, you have to, choose the defy danger or spend a hold on defend, stuff like that. It's like in this case, Helic, you just decide that you're going to launch another arrow at it, right?
Before it reaches the staff, and then I'm going to try to defend the staff with my short sword
Wait,
when
GM,
it's like super close.
what was that roll? Was that oh right, that was okay. Yeah. All right. So
That was
now
your
I can
damage roll.
now it's
That was
I
damage.
can make a hack and slash, correct?
Well, Helic already called the make a hack and slash before you. Helic, roll your damage. Roll
This
your-
is a cold shot, and I
Roger.
say, back, hell beast!
Wait,
Um,
wait, what?
that's like
Hold on,
40.
Helic already got his. He rolled a 7 last time. I didn't get.
Wait, what did you roll?
Oh,
Someone-
I suppose I did defend there. Okay, I see what you guys are saying. So if I defended, then I couldn't hack and slash,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, kind of.
Okay, so I
You
can
can
keep
now
my
make a
hold,
hack
but I
and
can only
slash.
do one thing per round.
Except for there's no round. So now you can hack and slash if you want.
Do
What
I
I'm saying
just
was
miss with a
Helic,
6?
Helic told me what his action was before you did. Basically, you have to interrupt each other constantly,
Yeah.
telling me what your actions are.
It's like LARPing. You have to just scream stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I don't mind. I just want a good idea of what's going on.
So now
This
that
thing-
I've unleashed this arrow, I'm like backing up to the staff, and I put away my bow, and I'm defending the staff with my short sword. So I'm just
This
like
thing
standing.
sees you in front of the staff and just laughs to itself and says, "Puny human," and
Damn it.
launches an attack at you. What do you do?
Well, I'm defending. What does that mean? If I want to continue defending, I have to take this to the face, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna stand there and take it on the chin.
you take 5 damage.
Okay.
But you notice
Is he close enough
the,
that
the
I
staff
like,
is floating off towards Zanril now.
it
As you
is?
glance quickly over your shoulder.
What is your
Shit.
condition looking like, Helic? Your HP condition.
Zanril, do you do anything to this lich beast?
You also
See.
have to fire off another magic missile at it.
I have
Okay.
11 HPs. Is it
Oh,
is it now close enough to me that I can start
you
melee?
forget magic missile, don't you?
Yep, it's gone.
Zanril's forgotten magic missile. What was your question?
I give up on defending the staff because it's floating away apparently,
Yeah.
and I just start hacking this guy.
So was that 11 max or 11 current after the 5 damage?
Probably 11 current.
Alright, well, I'm going to switch to hack and slash this quote-unquote round.
Okay. You go attack the lich. Roll damage.
I plunge a short sword into this thing's rib cage.
Both Matthew and Halic hit. Halic, it's gonna... Oh gosh. It's gonna attack you with its
Ooh.
dying breath, perhaps.
I hit for 3.
Moods, roll your attack
Again.
damage. Because you're doing the same thing.
Oh, nailed
Yes.
it.
But it hits Helic with its dying breath for 13 damage.
I am dead.
Okay.
Guys,
Oh.
I
2d6, Roll
collapse.
2d6.
Huh?
Roll 2d6, he's defying death now.
No.
Last breath.
Did Halic kill it
How much HP did you have,
with his
Halic?
3 damage?
No, I
I had 11 HP. I'm on minus 2.
Last breath. Do you beat it?
I can't defend, apparently.
I kind of just wanted to make it do 10 damage and that's it. And be nice. Because had
Last breath is
Matthew-
so cool.
continued rolling without Helic rolling, he would have survived. You know what? You're at 1 HP.
You
Hold
mean
on,
if
let's
I
see,
had spent that on hold?
Let's.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys want to just like?
Yeah,
let's
my
just
hold.
let's talk about the defend thing a little more right now and establish how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So he does it, but he has to choose like a specific person or like a stairwell.
He has to choose a
Or-
location.
Right. Well, it's like you choose a location. I'm gonna choose the area
This
you know,
room.
5 feet around me. You
I
can't.
mean, I was right next to you, so if you were defending still, I was
Yeah,
okay.
this staff.
I did roll hack and slash though. I just abruptly popped out that 13 right there.
True.
I think the fact that we stated we both went into hack and slash means I'm dead right now.
Well, no.
Pretty much.
Let's just let's look at defend because should he get to defend and hack and slash? Because like you said, but if let's say he rolls a 6 and defend, he would just take an attack there, right?
Yeah.
So I think you can hack and slash and have hold, right?
Yeah, you can hack and slash and have hold.
I think you can
So-
still defend and hold as long
You-
as what you're defending is the same and doesn't like change.
Yeah.
So if he's defending like, the party by standing in front of us or being at the forefront of the party,
Yeah. Like basically, you would get your bite off, and then you would see a missile going off above your head, which you could then spin hold to intercept.
Well, I have one
F-
hold left.
I
You know
feel
what? You
like
spin it. You spin it.
Okay.
I feel like your attack maybe was enough. You like pushed him away and reduced
pushed
the
him up.
accuracy of his magic, and it
Yes.
just grazed me somehow.
It grazes
got-
you deeply.
Have you guys read The Last Breath thing? It's pretty fucking cool.
It really is because you have to make a deal. But no. Anyways,
So I take 7, right?
you take
Instead.
7. Yes. As this thing is dying, it lets out a gas saying, "My plans, they failed," and it just disappears.
I just I'm clutching my wounds and bleeding out on the ground, and all I say is, "Free the children!"
Do any of y'all notice? Do any of y'all take notice to the staff around you? Or you?
It's floating towards me, so my hands
I
out.
trust Zanril.
The
I
staff.
would rather
He's
help
like, "Come
Alec.
to me."
The staff
Majestic
just
staff.
opens up. Just opens up.
Eats you.
It starts opening up, revealing a scroll.
Oh, thank God it's not like an alien from the Alien series.
No, it's opening up, revealing a scroll coming out of it.
My vision is just so blurred
And you
because of my
notice
critical wounds,
the
but I
wall-
try to observe this.
The walls around you are starting to dim out.
Oh
It's
shit!
as if the magic that was in this
I think I'm
video
dying.
just
Everything's going dark.
Do any of y'all use a torch to light the area before?
I'll try to cast a light spell.
Okay. What do you cast light on?
It's gonna be on like my staff, I guess. So,
Do I have to
actually,
give you a hard bargain? I can't remember. No.
I don't think with spells.
That was
I
spells.
choose
no.
what's gonna happen. So
Yeah, you choose what's going
I will say this light will disappear after this.
Hmm?
I'll lose light, but it still goes off.
Okay. Until you sleep.
Memorize spells again. Yeah.
Okay, so light goes off and your staff, not the one that turned into the scroll.
Correct.
You start hearing noises just throughout the entire area.
I examine the scroll as to what it is.
It's in a language you can't quite comprehend. Unless you roll a 2d6 and get really good, plus your intelligence.
Yeah, sure. I'll try. Yeah.
No, but it looks like...
This is gonna be XP. Yes.
What was that roll for?
Didn't you say roll 2d6 plus your intelligence?
Oh, I meant that for this Zanril.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Being a wizard and all, he'd be able to read magics.
Yeah. So I was trying to discern. I guess it would be our spell lore about it, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite get there.
Yeah. So, do y'all head back towards the entrance to see what's happening on the outside of this cavern?
I limp that way, yes, whilst saying to the party that we should probably be concerned about those skeletal things in the mining place, and we should probably also be concerned about those things going upstairs and eating the children.
How
And the
healthy are you?
lizards.
How healthy are you?
I'm on 4 HP, so I'm in really bad shape
I
right now.
sigh and hand you a healing potion that I was hiding. Or it's mine. I'm not hiding it.
Do you look, before you drink it, do you look through the door or not?
I'm more focused on this healing potion, I think.
Okay.
Personally.
Are you sure?
I take it, and I thank Zanril for his generousness.
Are you going to tell us that this is like, oh, this is all a dream? No, fuck it.
On the other side, you see a bunch of kids watching The Lion King.
Actually, they have a bunch of potions there, and everything's going to be fine.
What does the potion do, by the way?
Exactly. But what do we see in front of us as I'm kind of reaching my hand out to hand the potion?
What do you see in front of what?
You're just taking it away again as you look through.
Possibly. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
The skeletons have collapsed.
The skeletons
Please,
are
I'm
warming up
bleeding.
some milk.
The
I think you're gonna
skeletons have collapsed.
Be fine. Yeah, look, you're
Do y'all walk? Do you hand on the potion, or do y'all walk?
I'm like,
the caverns.
if we need this, you should take it. But otherwise, you'll heal naturally. You'll be fine eventually. But if we get into danger, please feel free to use this.
Do you show the scroll to Muge, by the way?
Yeah, I'm interested in taking a look at the scroll, but I'm not. I have 3 hold at the moment in a.
You see
gyro
that
form.
same symbol that you saw before?
Ooh.
If we have any issues with these lizard men or anything, Zanril, give me the healing potion.
No, you
if
have the
not,
potion.
hold on to it.
Yeah.
I have the potion. Zanril, I will not consume the potion until danger is present, and then I will gulp it down and assist you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Do y'all start walking back up these caverns?
Yes.
Keep in mind, it took y'all about 30 minutes to get down them.
Yep.
I follow at the rear.
We have no other choice.
I've gathered my arrows, by the way.
You
I think I was-
Bouncing
that-
along the ground.
That weird
Slide.
room that had all the rocks stacked in it, that had lizardmen and wisps earlier. The wisps are still there doing exactly what they had been doing, but the lizardmen are gone. It's almost as if the wisps are the spirits of people who've died doing what they were doing before. I can't think of the words.
There's some way that you can free these lost souls, Zanril.
But they're slowly fading out of existence.
Maybe they shall find peace soon enough.
It would appear the magic binding them to this place is.
Do y'all head back up the next flight? You notice the lizardmen, they're not there anymore. So you head up the next flight of stairs. The one with the
God.
children in it. What do you see?
Hold on, I want to see if I smell lizardmen while we're walking up.
You smell
I am
dead
trying
body.
to discern realities as we enter the room.
Holy shit! Healing potions heal you for 10 damage or remove 1 debility.
Can I do this? Can I smell for lizardmen? Like where they went, perhaps?
They went up the stairs.
All right, don't even need a roll for it.
I
that
look
was-
into this
that was
room with a 10.
your- Okay, ask me a question.
Are the children okay?
I'm afraid not.
Let's see. On a 50 or above, they got out before the lizardmen. On a 50 or below, the lizardmen might have caught up to them.
Fuck.
They got out before the lizardmen.
Are there any immediate threats present?
Well, we can just leave the troll chained up on the red room.
The door's been thrown open. There's
He
no.
seemed kind of like he
you
might
s-
be a nice guy.
You see no trolls there. In fact, you're pretty sure the troll. Maybe everything put aside their differences for a moment, just to get the fuck out of this tower. Having realized what had happened.
Quite possible, and I think if I have a third question, which I think I do, is there anything of value that has been left behind?
These rocks and powder.
Just the rocks, okay. I cannot move these rocks, guys, though I feel like they would bring a high price.
Or perhaps.
Powdered form will be more valuable.
Yes. Do y'all head up the next flight to where they were pushing powder into the thing?
Naturally.
Yes,
Cautiously.
I do. With my
Sniffing.
potion ready. I still want to know what this potion will do.
Completely
It'll heal you
empty.
10 damage.
It's
It heals what?
For 10 damage.
Okay.
Does he have to roll 1d10?
Nope.
No, it's just 10 flat. Yeah, it's just 10
Those
flat.
poultices and herbs I think you have, right? Moog? Mooge? Whatever your name is.
Oh yeah, I do have some things.
Those will heal 7 damage, expend 1 use.
Will they?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have 2 uses of them, so
You'll get to the top floor where the men were, belching the smoke into the air. The men are no longer there. There's tons of powder left behind, though, and you see footsteps through all the powder. You see lizardmen footsteps, kids' footsteps covered by the lizardmen, as if they all left in a hurry, taking the 20 minutes per flight of stairs to get out of here, leaving perfectly in line.
Fair enough. How much of this powder can Zanril stow away and take with him? I'm not very strong, mind you.
Perhaps someone damaged should taste it again.
Yep, Zanril will put some between his teeth or whatever.
Roll 1d3.
1d3. I'm just gonna roll d6 and we'll work it out. 1.
You gain 1 HP.
Cool.
Now roll a constitution check again.
Cool.
You fail
Yes.
your You have become addicted to the powder.
Do I get an XP for being addicted? Can I do
Yes,
that?
you do.
Yes!
You failed.
or I suppose I untransform and talk. Like take a look at the rod.
You notice Zanril's shaking uncontrollably now.
Whoa, shaking uncontrollable.
And he,
open up Zanril's eyes, like offer
he,
people
he
poultices and herbs.
starts taking more of the powder. Zanril, how much damage did you take completely?
I took 8 total.
Okay. Roll 1d8.
Sure.
You gain 3 HP, taking a massive amount of powder to heal yourself up by that much. About a pound's worth of powder, which is actually not that much because the powder weighs a ton. So you consume about 10 pounds of powder just on your lips, and you gain 3 HP, and then the shaking stops. And you no longer crave this for some reason.
But
Aw.
he's still addicted?
You're no longer addicted.
Can we just flavor text
Interesting.
I'm addicted and I have a bunch of it?
If you want to.
Yes. Perfect.
You're just taking a bunch of it with you?
Yes, I have my own little stash.
Of the addicting powder?
Yep.
Does anyone else try this powder? I mean, it seems to be healing his scratches that's all over him.
Heck no.
Heck no?
I've got
You got-
poultices and
Good guys.
herbs.
The healing probably outweighs the jitters which he had earlier, so I think I wouldn't try some, but I would take some.
Okay, you'll each take a baggie full, which weighs 20 pounds.
Is that considered one?
That's considered 20 uses.
Or how many loads do you think we have? As far as like weight goes, is it one load essentially, or one weight?
2 weight. I'll just say 2 weight. 10 pounds per weight. No?
I have 20 uses of this magic powder.
That heals 1d3 per thing.
Gosh, I'm not sure if I should use
But
poultice.
starts to lose its effect the more you use it.
I assume poultices and herbs are pretty freaking common, cheap, or easy to find, right?
Yeah, they're poultices and
They're
herbs.
10 coins, but they're slow compared to potions. So I would imagine that you can't use it like in combat to immediately heal up, whatever. But
Do you all continue to head out the tower, though?
Well,
Yes.
I would consider healing Halleck and I with poultices and herbs.
You apply them.
Should I?
Roll.
Should I do
roll if you want to. I don't know. It's up to you. You can
Halleck,
sit.
what do you think?
Halleck agrees.
Or you can just snort enough powder and see how you
Wait,
fare with
hold on.
that.
What does this mean? Slow? The healing is slow. Is that it?
it'll probably be like end of day kind of thing, or
Yeah.
longer.
Like
So
2 hours.
It's kind of useless. Not very useful
No.
to do.
It's
We should do
useless
this when we
immediately.
make camp or something.
It might have been useful at the bottom of the dungeon.
It would have been.
It's
Was-
one of those things. Like I said, it's not something you use in combat. But you
Was-
let's say you wake up, you heal half your hit points when you wake up, and you're still down, if you were to use like poultices at night before you go to sleep, you
You'd heal like
that's
them.
plus half.
Yeah.
So if you're like grievously wounded, and then, because like I said, you heal half your hit points a day.
Alright, well these would theoretically heal 7 HP, slowly.
Or you could
I
try
still
the
have a potion.
magic addicting powder that the GM's given you.
If it comes to it, I have this powder
Yeah,
as
I'm
well.
just gonna
I think
metagame. The DM already threw a lich at us. We'll be fine.
I think you're pretty much done fighting for at least until after y'all have made camp a couple times. I know. So do y'all leave the tower?
Yes.
Y'all get to the top of the tower. You notice there's no more smoke coming up. There's tons of paths that have been cleared through the trees as, hordes of people have been, running just everywhere from there. You notice that the giant footsteps that appeared from the south now seem to be wandering anywhere. You see giant footsteps just wandered off in different directions as if they were under the spell as well.
I'm trying to stand upright, but I'm so grievously wounded I'm almost collapsing, but I smile. This pleases me that they have been freed.
But you notice that the most trampled area is a pathway that leads south through the forest, as if having been trampled on for years by these giants picking up powder. Like if these were trees, the area in brown, I can get brown, would be, that's blue, that's not brown. There we go. No, that's blue again, what the fuck? I've clicked brown 3 times. There we go, brown. This would be like just trampled earth, just completely flat, with just branches sticking through it. And that's what you notice on the other side of that wall. So here you are at the entrance. And that's what you can see to the south.
Well, where would you like to go from here?
But it's up to y'all what y'all do.
I am already at home amidst these trees, my friend. I have no preference. And I stroll out towards the wild with my wild body.
And then there's the road that led to the tower.
I assume the form of some kind of flying creature and to try to scout.
Roll a 2d6 plus whatever.
Okay, something with incredible vision. Possibly a falcon again.
No, you should choose a hawk. You turn into a chicken.
Okay. I immediately untransform from a chicken.
You cannot untransform until you've had camp.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I
would say otherwise,
guess I
like
pick up this chicken and carry it with
Let's
us.
say
this transformation's like XP game. Like
your pet.
Oh yeah. I failed 2 transformations, didn't I?
Nipping at this chicken.
My pet.
Yes.
Well, I'm holding the chicken and staring down my wolf as if to say, no.
He's stubbornly pawing at you like, come on, just let me have some.
you bopped on the nose.
I give him my wild-eyed gaze, and basically I'm saying, through my posture and everything, you would have to kill me to get this chicken.
You alpha him.
He starts
like,
growling at you, and then just wanders off. His tail's between his legs, because he knows you could take him, even in your wounded state.
Get alpha.
Wow. This wild body is just so powerful.
I don't know, how much hit points does the wolf have? Is it just like a thing that happens, or is it like a creature that can...
It doesn't specify that it has any HP, really.
I think most things would just ignore it, unless otherwise.
Unless you want to kill my faithful companion.
I know. Anyways, so
Yeah.
you're scouting ahead, right, Alec? While holding onto your chicken.
Yes, pretty much.
So you're choking the chicken, walking around. Roll how you do. See if you come to a conclusion or not.
Zanril, are we following these giant tracks? What
Yes.
say ye? Okay,
I don't even think about it.
and I begin to, what is it called again? Hunt and track in the direction of these things, though they're clearly very obvious. So. 11.
Okay. Are we going for the full 4 hours, or are we doing the 3 hours?
I'd be cool with 3 hours if you guys are cool with that.
I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, same. Anything for me. Anything goes.
We just
So what's
hit
your-
3 hours actually
Yeah, that's what I was
to
asking.
the T.
Did you, well, this is actually a decent stopping point if you think about it.
Yeah.
But, what's your wisdom, by the way?
1.
Does your, wolf give you any cunning?
Yes. Do I add that?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd add the
Right.
+2.
Shit. That was a 12.
If your wolf is helping you when you do things, that is.
Oh, naturally. Yes. Me and
Yeah.
him, brothers of the wild.
It looks like your wolf helps a lot. Like, it adds, like, to everything.
It's
Yeah.
really OP.
So what does my instinct add to?
You add instinct, cunning armor, cunning. When someone tries to interfere with you, like if someone was trying to, like if I tried to interfere with you, like punching someone, your wolf would give you a heads up that I might be doing this.
Okay, I'll try to remember to add those. Cunning, instinct, ferocity. Okay, so that is a 12. And are we ending here as I begin to lead off into
We
the...
will, but Zanril's gonna make one more roll against
What do you
the powder. You think you've heard of this powder? Perhaps you have.
You want an intelligence roll?
I want to spout lore roll for you. Yes.
Spot lore.
You
Wow.
succeed. You get 3 questions, don't you? Or did I just tell you? Can't remember how spout lore works. I can never remember spouts.
Spot lore, like you tell me something and then I tell you like how I know that, or like you tell me a truth about something.
You know this powder to be very addicting, but also has healing properties.
Yes.
You know, whoever was in control of this powder, probably very important guy.
Yeah, they call this heel snuff. And I used to be addicted to it back in the day. It's taking me back. It's been a long time since I've been into stuff like this, but
You also know that if you use it immediately, you heal the 1d3. It will then take 3 charges to be able to use it again immediately. And then 6, and then 12, and then, and at 20 pounds you have 20 charges.
So you have a tolerance, basically.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
if you wait to use it, can you just use one at a time then, or
Yes, if you wait like maybe an hour.
right? But
between
if you want like burst heal, you have to like.
use it all. You have to basically just roll around, just dump it down your shirt and just roll around it and absorb it through your skin.
Pour water on me and just like osmosis it.
Yep. Exactly.
I informed the party. I'm like, I've heard that this is how you use it sometimes. You just,
You mix it
roll around in it. I've definitely never done it myself. I'm a respectable mage now.
You also know that there might be a person that controls the trade of this substance, as it is used in healing potions in this world.
Interesting.
So do you explain to us, basically, all of this?
Yeah.
I want Matthew B to roll another spout lore to see if he remembers this symbol that has haunted him through this entire game, or her into this entire game.
I'm down for some XP. Oh, there it is. Oh, well, that kind of
You know
succeeded.
this symbol to belong to the guy that you once killed.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
Or not belong to him, but rather he had the same symbol.
Is
I like the
it
detriments that you imposed on him for or failing his shapeshift. Otherwise, I see that it's like well, I failed becoming like a super awesome animal. I'm just gonna try it again.
Oh no, this wasn't from the shapeshift again.
No, I mean before, like
Oh.
wanting to be a chicken instead of a hawk. I realized like, well, I'll just go back to a human, turn back into a hawk.
No, a chicken
Or like
until the end of the day. Yeah.
Is that really a thing, though? Surely a druid can, like, reliably shift That's what druids do, right?
I just see it as like abusing the like the XP system.
Like, the way I'm doing it is...
True.
If he's gonna do, like, a bunch of rerolls, as long as he rolls good, he can, turn into whatever. But if you do, like, 5 in a single session in a short period of time, then the second you feel bad enough, it's me, you turned into
Let's say that I turned into a chicken. Would I be able to immediately just go back to human, but not be able to attempt shape-shifting again for a while?
It might not be
so
like
you make
that
camp.
thing. Like maybe you might like you're not. Birds are kind of evading you now. Like there's a reason why you couldn't take a winged spear. Like, let's see. What does it say for shapeshift?
You're gonna forget how to turn into any bird thing.
Well, let's say like it says on a 10 plus hold 3. So like then your move as like a falcon would be like
Serial.
fly or scout out. That would hold 1.
We need to get that defend thing figured out too.
Still use your normal stats.
I think as long as you state that you're in front of the party, you can make hack and slashes while trying to defend other things.
Yeah, so if you're like, I'm defending the party, but I'm like 20 feet away from you, you can't defend me.
Yeah.
But if
Like
you're, in front of us or next to us.
Like, say there's a staircase, and Jason
If
says,
that's
"Oh,
the
I run
case-
up the staircase." Then any attacks that go towards Jason, you'd have to run up the staircase before you would be able to defend him again.
Unless there's like, you're trying to defend me from like arrows that are coming through the entrance to the staircase. That
There
kind
aren't
of
If we
any
are
rules
close,
for when you can take basic moves, right? There's no order in
No,
combat.
there's no order.
So
This is-
how do you handle that? I can't just be like, I defend. Oops, I fail. I want to try to defend again, and then get a hack and slash.
Well, no. Say if you fail the defend roll, then that whatever you were defending, that attack goes off. Does that make sense?
Well, you defend and then you gain hold. You don't,
Yeah, true. So, I guess you wouldn't be able to do a defend roll until you've done another set of actions before that defend.
Well, does I think it would be fair if defending took up my ability to act instead of something else, but I understand that the rules aren't exactly like that. Like, isn't it like hack and slash? You effectively don't get attacked until you miss or something like. How does that all
No,
work?
hack and slash, you do attack, but if you roll bad, if you roll the medium, you get a counter-attacked, right? And then, depending on my mood, if, like, you could be hit twice, basically, like, oh, well, you failed your thing. He hits you with a counterattack, and then he hits you again. So that works.
Because of the situation, you're like,
yeah, because of the situation.
situation is he is going to attack.
Yeah.
Like with my spells, normally they just go off, but if I roll like a 7 and 9, I get to
Is it-
choose something.
Yeah.
And that could be like, I choose that, something bad might happen, or like something might target me now.
And see, monsters, they don't have to roll to hit. They always just do full damage.
Right, but
it's all
normally
very narrative. It's just
Yeah.
constant 2d6s, and then it's like good, average, or bad, and that just keeps pushing the situation forwards.
I do this, and looks like I get attacked.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad I get to defend. I made my character to be able to defend really well.
Made my character able to defend, and then just kill random people. Like the damn Duke.
So basically, at the beginning of every encounter, we're all going to roll defend as our first thing, and then we'll all be defending one another at all times.
If we have initiative, I would suppose. I don't know. Otherwise, I think the DM. It would be right for the DM to be like, well, you all chose to defend, and they're gonna attack first or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be throwing fucking magic missiles and fireballs when I can. So
Yeah.
Like, see, you're able to defend because the things are phasing into existence. Basically.
you were able.
Like, if it was already there and it saw you, then it could, throw something at you, and then you'd have to defend after it had already attacked
The
you.
other thing is like ambushes come about, like, let's say we make a discern realities roll when we walk into a room and we roll poorly. It's like, well, you don't notice that this goblin is about to stab you in the back, or like,
You don't see the arrow
Yeah.
flying towards your face.
exactly, and then it's like take damage. That's how it punishes as far as that goes. I have to go though.
Yeah.
Thanks for the game, guys.
No
So
problem.
Tuesday we should be back on, right?
For stars and phone numbers, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, Matt was on Tuesday like 10 minutes after the start time. He came on like later.
Yeah, I was good to go. I was just like, oh man, I got to play something else.
Yeah.
So
Wait, did he say he could play? when he
No.
showed up?
No, he just showed up. So there-
Okay.
I was around. I think you might be the only one who wasn't around, Ivor.
No, I was around, but then I left again when I read the message.
Yeah, he was like he was like he phrased it like he might not be able to make it, but definitely. Like I might not be. I probably won't be able to, or I might not be able to. But sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, Stars Without Numbers Tuesday, and then we will schedule another one of these after Stars Without Numbers. Like we'll decide then when we do it next. Because I'll have my work schedule for next week. I'll have that tomorrow. So tomorrow I can give y'all a date that would work with me.
Cool.
Or we can do it every 2 weeks. Up to y'all. Depends
Yeah.
on what y'all want to do.
Yeah, it might come down to that. Thursday is like the only day that really works for me during the week, though. So that's every 2 weeks. But the game.
How did y'all like the cocaine giants?
I like.
That's pretty entertaining.
I just like a long. Like, guys, this is the tower. All right. There's not another tower.
Like I was just saying, it depends on what your definition of tower is. It has black walls.
It's like, let's move on, guys. I'm like, guys, no, we're going to investigate this. There's nothing else to investigate.
Had y'all decided to move on, I would have been just, well, tell me where y'all go and tell me what y'all see then. And by the way, there's more smoke bellowing out of this tower. You're starting to hear weird noises from it, as if you should be heading towards it.
Yeah, I'm always ready to cast doubt.
Anyways, I was...
Hey, what's the secret your character has for me? Or do you want to keep that between you and the GM? And then I was wondering if we have any.
Which character?
Me, hey, oh god, what's his name?
Alec.
Alec and I. He has a secret he's keeping from me.
I have no idea what that secret is either.
Like,
Yeah, I am keeping it secret at this
Darn.
point.
Fair enough.
But I do have something in mind which hopefully will not be too stereotypical, predictable, and boring.
Oh, excellent.
Turns out he's
I will try to come up with some more bonds next time. Good bonds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move this to like a Word document. So
Okay, so everyone gains 1 XP for the session.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this true?
You get 1 XP per session.
Okay.
So if you don't fill any rows, that's your, it's your participation award.
Okay. I think I'm on 3 now, though I may have lost track already.
yeah,
I'm
you
pretty
passed
sure
a
that's
lot
right.
of rolls. I'm at like 6.
I failed 3
I
times.
lost
So you have 4
spells,
XP.
got damaged twice, and
So mark 1 XP for participation. I want to say there's some other things. Did we learn anything new about the world, right? Isn't that what I'm supposed to ask you?
Yeah, that versus undead doesn't work.
we didn't learn that. It's just very weak. About the world, though, we learned that there is a powerful drug lord that's connected to
Liches,
our Mooj. I can't remember your name.
possession.
Mooj is somehow linked to the powerful drug lord family.
I have no idea why I wanted to bring you all here.
Where is I'm trying to find the section that deals with the after game questions. Is it under character sheets?
It'd probably be character advancement or XP.
Oh, it's end of session. There we go. Did we learn something new and important about the world? Yes, there's drug lords. Some type of drug that someone was willing to enslave a bunch of people. The mine.
I thought the tower was gonna look like this.
It did, just downwards. The entrance was at the
Okay.
top, and
I was like, they must have put a lot of dirt on it.
it was just upside down.
I think Halleck's still convinced that it's named a tower because of the tower of smoke that was rising from it. I'm going to go with that.
That is why it's named a tower.
Excellent.
Both reasons. Okay, so what y'all learned was that there is some unforeseen thing that likes this powder.
We would have known that there's like giants and lizard men and stuff, or is that news to us?
No, I'm sure we're aware of them in the world. You
You're
might
aware of
not
it.
be aware.
We've heard tales
Okay.
and such.
So you mark 1 XP for that. So everyone marks 1 XP because you learned something new and important.
Yep.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
A lich.
I think so.
Well, it was a lich without armor.
It's your call, yeah.
But y'all did have to fight 4 things before it, so... You know what? Mark XP.
Hell yeah.
I'm up
Oh
to
my
5.
gosh.
I'm at 8.
Did we loot a memorable treasure?
We don't know
A
what the
what?
scroll is, so probably not yet.
Did we loot a memorable treasure? No, you didn't.
Looted it,
Freaking
yeah.
magical
We
wand.
don't know what that scroll is yet, that's the only thing.
Yeah, until you know what the scroll is, you can't
Okay.
mark XP.
I'll put a note at
Until next time. It doesn't matter.
I'll put,
It wouldn't have brought Evo or I to level 2.
I'm actually level 2, so boom.
Let's see.
8 XP. Well, what?
So those that can level up will level up next time they make camp.
Guys, we should make camp.
We'll assume that y'all make camp before heading down the dangerous trek of where the giants had came from.
That way our party will heal up as well.
Yeah. You're like, man, this is really exhausting. We spent probably 4 hours down in this tower of smoke. Perhaps we should eat some.
You guys want me?
Forest mushrooms.
Yeah, I could apply those poultices and herbs to us. Those will heal us, right? We'll get to full health.
I mean,
Somewhere around
you
there.
heal half your hit points when you make camp.
Yeah.
So,
We have to hit the points plus 7.
So you can never get to full without other.
no,
healing?
you heal like half your max.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh.
yeah.
So if you took like 5 damage, but you
So you-
had 12 HP, you'd heal 6. So
So
Well, how much HP are you at, and how much do you have, Flames?
you probably
I'm
want
at
to use
4. I have 19 total.
Yeah, I offer you a poultice. I don't need
you
one.
treat him essentially like as he's to our camp.
he would
Thank you,
heal.
Rouge.
He would heal 10 plus 7. Because the half thing, it will always work against you and in your favor when it comes to healing health.
Cool.
Cool.
So basically, it's the greater. It just rounds up, basically. Just always round the half up.
So
Gotta keep that wild body in good health.
Basically, we want to use like the poultices and stuff whenever we have like more like below half hit points.
Yeah.
Or like critically wounded.
Anyways, they all marked 3 XP for participation, basically.
Yep.
And that's it. If you have any,
Some
questions,
headaches.
comments, or headaches,
Comments, concerns, headaches, or
queries, doubts, worries.
Did y'all enjoy it,
inquiries?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
that was my first time GMing ever.
Nice, good job.
Where is the character advancement? And
If you want to know more, you can always message me. I will divulge secrets. It will give you an idea of where the story is heading, but it won't tell you exactly.
yeah, I suppose we'll talk about schedule in the future.
We will
in the
talk about
coming
that.
future.
I will let y'all know Friday what day works best for me. And then we'll talk about it again Tuesday. So Friday, if you check Skype regularly, just check Skype and I'll have a date that work, or some days that work good for me. If y'all want to do it next week, or if y'all want to do it every 2 weeks, that's up to
Evor is participating in quite a few campaigns, but other than that, like I know we've got some pretty damn flexible schedule.
I'm currently in 4. If we include this one. My Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday or something.
I'm in a 5th one now because I'm doing a complimentary like prequel to District 5 where I'm actually playing out my character's backstory before those events in the current campaign, like if that made sense. Pretty fun.
Is District 5 the Diesel Punk one?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm looking forward to the next episode that you're GMing of the Empyrean Mystery.
I have a recording, I'm just yet to upload it because my internet's so bad that it takes like 24 hours to upload.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I should have that fixed in 2 years, maybe.
Cheers. Fuck.
Dang.
If only I could offer you some of my internet speed, I would gladly.
I would love some free bandwidth right now.
I look at my 55 up and 55 down and I go, internet speed, that's cute.
Ah, the joys of rural life.
I could be getting Google Fiber might be coming to the city
That's
sometime.
Verizon fiber. It's the east news.
That might be like 1 gig up, 1 gig down.
Yeah, but that's not the realisticness of it. Like you.
Yeah, probably not. But it should be ridiculous.
What are ability power modifiers?
Contents GM. What did I do? Describe it, I think. Oh.
Character creation. Okay, so a 16 is a +2, a 13 is +1. I'm gonna bump my wisdom up to 16 as well. How?
Well, thanks again, guys. I shall take my leave.
No problem. See y'all.
Really well.
I think we've got everything wrapped up.
Yep. Go ahead and end your calls. I'm too lazy to bring up Skype to do it.
Farewell.
See you guys.